What's up, gamers? How are we doing today? Let's slide on into some Dangled Grandpa 2. Goodbye, Despair. What if I was like an AI voice this whole time? Wouldn't that be crazy? I am excited to play Danganronpa. Who is this pink bunny? An AI voice for tomorrow's stream and I act like nothing is wrong. I'd actually low-key be interested in hearing what my voice would sound like with like an AI trying to replicate it. I suspect Minami is the culprit. I really wish it wouldn't. This is one of the things that it's such a small pet peeve. I don't understand why it starts you at the earliest save that you have as opposed to the latest save that has been made. It feels like it should be a standard, like, you know, procedure you would follow for a load screen. All right, set skills. What do we got here? We got cheat code. Time limit doesn't decrease even if you shoot a statement with the silencer. Oh. I mean, why not, right? I don't really have that many available options. I feel like this is a lot of like skills. Erases all dummy panels? Oh. That's pretty good. This is a lot of skills. How do you even get most of these skills? All right, let me review the evidence here real quick. Truth bullets. There are two victims. Ibuki Miyoda and Hyoki Saionji. Cause of death was crushed windpipe and as a result of choking. There were no other external injuries. Hyoki Saionji's cause of death was blood loss due to her throat being slit by a sharp-edged tool. There were bloodstains on the soles of Ibuki's feet, which implies that she died second. The rope used for hanging, according to Mikan, there was no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself at this rope. The key to the motel room that Hyoka was staying in, it was buried deep inside her kimono. I'm not going to read all of this. I'm just going to read it in my head. Okay. Brought in. Stepladder has bloodstains. A candle. Looks the dim light he was in the surveillance video. Surrounds camera unit was crushed. AC was cranked up to 86. Which made it be hot. Wait. That, okay. I think I just had a brain blast, right? Okay. So I was trying to figure out how did the... So my theory was that Hyoka was wrapped up in like some sort of like wallpaper, right? And that was what obscured her at the start when I came in there. So it looked like Ibuki was the first one to die, when in actuality she, on command from someone, killed Hyoka and then killed herself, right? My thinking is that she was also told to crank up the heater to a really high temperature to melt the glue that was holding the wallpaper on. But then where did the wallpaper go? I don't know. I don't have all the pieces, but that definitely makes it feel more likely. Evidence that a bloodstain was wiped off the floor of the music venue stage. Okay, so we'll on to Hyoka. Strange glob. Yeah, this like glue maybe as well. This semi-transparent glob. Could be the glue that was utilized. Goop. Mikami was with Hajime the whole time. Afterwards, she went to the hospital to check on everyone and realized that Ibuki disappeared. When she rushed out, she met up with Fuyuhiko. Right. But there's also no blood on the ladder at this time in this video. Mikon sped search for Ibuki, checked the movie theater on Electric Avenue, didn't find anyone. They then went back up, only separated for a short time. And she's the one I got her to go to the music venue. The date has passed out was printed tote bag that was sold at the movie theater. A lot of truth bullets. 3 deaths in the movie. Monami Scarecrow died by hanging herself. Next, the Monami lion was pumped full of arrows. And then they were chopped into middle pieces. Okay. I think we're good. How's everyone doing? How was everyone's Thanksgiving if they celebrate? Mine was quite good, quite enjoyable. Went down and spent time with some family, then had a little Friendsgiving the day after, which I maybe wouldn't do that again. Maybe would have like a bit more of a buffer, but it was good.
With a simple explanation of the class trial. During the class trial, you will present your arguments for who the killer is. And
Hey, what up,
vote
UV?
for who done it. If you vote correctly, I'll punish everyone. Oh well.
I don't mind starting the trial, but I don't really have a grasp of how the case played out.
What do you mean?
Because I was asleep the whole time.
Oh yeah. Hello? What up, Daisy?
You grasp it, you're just gonna confuse the heck out of us, aren't you?
But Nagito's not alone. I don't really get it either.
You're fine. Your head's empty anyway.
Empty head? Huh. What's wrong with that?
Just playing Metal Gear Solid 3 HD not Delta. It was pretty good, but the lore dumps at the end were pretty hefty, and I still haven't fully processed them. I've never played any Metal Gear Solid games. I really want to at some point, but I've yet to. They're one of the games that I've had on my like list to play for a long time.
The emptier your head, the more dreams you can stuff inside it, you know?
Anyway, we shouldn't proceed with the trial if those two can't participate in the arguments. Since he's the first witness, why don't we ask Hajime to explain the incident and the sequence of events?
Then, let's start with when we split into the hospital team and motel team because of the despair disease. The hospital team consisted of Nagito, Ibuki, and Akane, who were infected, and Mikan, Fuyuhiko, and me.
The other 5 in the motel
Right.
team were myself, Gundam, Kazuichi, Chiaki, and Hyoko.
Spending the night at the hospital was prohibited, so Hajime and I had to sleep at our cottages.
I woke up at my cottage on the day the incident happened. Mikan came by to wake me up and told me that Nagito had recovered from his symptoms. We immediately headed over to the hospital, and after we confirmed his recovery, I made Mikan rest in the on-call room since she hadn't slept all night, while I waited in the hospital lobby. And then, I saw the incoming signal light on the surveillance camera blinking before our scheduled time. When I pressed the button to turn on the monitor, what appeared on screen was a video of someone wearing a hospital gown and a hemp bag on their head, climbing a stepladder.
Amazing! That's such a heart-pounding story. And then what did you do, Hajime?
I tried to stop them, of course. I rushed out of the hospital and ran to where the video was being recorded, the music venue. But it was too late. By the time I arrived, the person wearing the hemp bag on their head was already hanging from the ceiling.
See, but there would be a a Hyoko shaped lump on that column, I would think, right?
I thought I should tell the others right away, so I headed to the motel.
Why the motel?
Because it was close to the music venue, and unlike the hospital, there were more able-bodied people there.
Oh, I just thought it was kind of an interesting little detail. I think that they adjust the height of the portrait based on the character's height. Like, see, Hyoko's really short.
At least, that's what I thought. But the only person who came with me was Chiaki.
But I remember feeling a little relieved because not long after, we met.
Is it a Hyoko-shaped lump in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
We were also looking for Ibuki since she disappeared from our sight.
After I rested for a bit, I started counting everyone at the hospital. And then I noticed Ibuki was gone. So I sprinted out of the hospital. Coincidentally, I ran into Fuyuhiko. So I fled with him in various ways to see if he could help me out.
I don't really know who did it this time. I have no idea who did it.
Don't say it like that and confuse people.
After I heard from those two that Ibuki disappeared, I had a feeling she was the person wearing the hemp bag. So I immediately led them to the music venue.
Such a good detail. Yeah, I never noticed it before.
But the door wouldn't open. Since we had no other option, the 4 of us broke down the door.
You didn't adjust the height, it wouldn't be authentic. True.
We didn't just find Ibuki's body. We also found Hyoko's. And not just that. Her body was taped to a pillar.
That's when we heard the body discovery announcement. Not once, but twice in a row.
And so we decided to lower the hanged body, didn't we?
When we removed the hemp bag, just as we feared, it was Ibuki.
So that's how the case played out. Thank you. I understood it very easily.
Well, it's clear what the problem with this case is. When Hajime left the music venue, who...
Wait, how do I know anything Hajime just said is true?
Remember the least about this trial? I feel like that's fairly common. I feel like people like this one the least.
I'm only being impartial right now. And the story I just heard is clearly suspicious. Hajime, if you're the only one who saw the hanging video and the first one to discover Ibuki's body, then you could be lying as much as you want right now, right?
Lie? Why would I lie?
Obviously. So you could make us ignore what might be an inconvenient truth for you.
Do you doubt me?
Apparently.
Not lying. I would like you to prove it.
I would like you to prove it.
Come on, try to prove it to me. Prove you're not the killer.
Just as Kazuichi said, Nagito's the kind of guy who will just confuse us and make matters worse. Damn it. I shouldn't have explained it to Nagito. I'm in trouble now thanks to that. I don't know how any of these are going to be relevant to my argument.
Hajime's testimony is clearly suspicious.
If Hajime's testimony is a lie, then the fact that Ibuki hung herself...
That would also be a lie.
I don't think I can deny that possibility. After all, Hajime is the only witness.
Why would Hajime lie?
Well, obviously, because he's the killer.
Did Hajime kill both of them?
The fact that the bodies were imitating the movie means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Ah, okay. That's the piece. I was like, well, I can't really refute any of this. Like this is all. Oops.
Testimony is clearly suspicious.
I didn't mean to do that.
And the fact that Ibuki...
That would also.
I don't think I can. After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the means it probably is Hajime's fault.
Whoops. Okay. I thought it was the second statement he made. My bad.
Hajime's testimony.
Hajime's... And the fact that Ibuki...
That would also.
I don't think I can. After all,
Why would Hajime...
Well, obviously,
Did Hajime...
the fact that the bodies were imitating the movie.
No, that's wrong.
I'm not the killer. I mean, there's no way I'd be able to imitate that movie.
Of course you're not. I already knew that.
God, you're such a Nagito's such a rat, bro.
Before
Honestly,
the
one of the most
incident,
most
Hajime
rat
knew
characters I've
watched
ever
that
experienced in my life.
movie. His invitation ticket is proof of that. Each person only received one ticket, and they're marked with a stamp that shows the date and time.
I know you love him for it.
Yes, no mistakes there.
There's one that's a little rattier in 3. Really? I don't know how they can
Which means
achieve
there's
that.
No way Hajime, who never saw the movie, could commit murders that imitated it. Or did anyone tell him what happens in the movie? Of course no one did, right?
hold on a sec. You're the one who brought this up in the first place.
Nagito, what are you doing?
Well, since we're opening with your witness testimony, I thought we should solidify the foundation. It also provides a good warm-up.
What warm-up? This isn't a game, you know.
Okay, I say that. At the same time, like his argument, like by providing that counterpoint, it's almost like you're doing like what were those called in school? When you had like you were like doing like an argument, like a paper that was intended to convince somebody of something, and you had to do like one paragraph that was like a counter argument kind of thing, you know? It's that kind of vibe where you're taking a point from the opposite side and you're refuting it. So by giving me that hardball and allowing me to knock it back, he does solidify the validity of my testimony. However, he could do that in a way that isn't like actually accusing me and is saying, well, you know, or just presenting it instead of making me actually have to refute it.
Especially since this isn't a game.
What a waste of time. Well, I knew it would turn out like this anyway.
Now then, since we know Hajime's testimony is reliable, let us move on to the arguments.
So this means Ibuki definitely climbed the stepladder all by herself, right?
Yeah, I'm positive.
Then that seals it. Ibuki committed suicide.
If Ibuki committed suicide, then who killed Hiyoko?
A murder coincidentally occurring in the same place as a suicide ain't possible, huh?
Like I said before, it's pretty clear what the problem with this case is. The killer murdered Hiyoko while Hajime was gone. So all we gotta do is establish who could have possibly done that.
Then let's ask Hajime. How long would you say you were away from the music venue?
I couldn't have been gone for more than 10 minutes.
And there's no way that they would have like been able to slit her throat. Do I like Fuyuhiko? Yes, I do like Fuyuhiko now.
So they killed Hiyoko and taped her up within 10 minutes?
Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that's possible.
That's why the killer stalled for time by making the music venue a closed room.
What do you mean a closed room?
But even that wouldn't save that much time.
From the inside to try and keep us from entering right away.
However, that door is the only entrance to the music venue, right? If they blocked the door from the inside, the killer would not have been able to leave either.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Which means, when we broke down the venue door, the killer was still inside.
They were?
If that's the case, the only suspicious people are those who don't have an alibi for that time. And that's you two, Sonia and Kazuichi.
Me too?
What the hell? Why's it gotta be us?
The others all have alibis. Chiaki, Mikan, Hajime, and I all broke down the venue door together. Gundam met up with Hajime at the motel right before that. And if Akane and Nagito were laid up in the hospital, the only person that leaves is one of you.
There's another person who doesn't have an alibi. You know, Neko.
Oh yeah.
Me too.
Why are you talking like, huh? You're kidding, right? You're not up to something weird, are you?
Please stop making bad jokes.
Anyway, if the killer was hiding inside the venue, we should obviously doubt the people who don't have alibis.
I feel like we counteracted this last time, but I didn't fully comprehend how we know that he wasn't in there, or that they weren't in there.
Professional skill?
The killer was inside the music venue. Fuyuhiko obviously thinks so, but is that really it?
The killer was still inside the music venue.
Let's see. Semi-transparent glob.
From the inside. They tried to keep us from getting in.
Uh-huh.
Seems they were trying to stall for time.
Potentially.
The door. That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor in front of the door.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the door. By doing that, the killer who was hiding inside waited till we gathered together and suddenly appeared.
So they looked like they had just rushed over.
I have seen this in serial crime dramas.
Stepladder, scrap of thick paper.
The killer was still inside the music venue. By locking the door from the inside, they tried to keep us from getting in.
It seems they were trying to stall for time.
How did they lock the door?
Let me remember what some of this evidence was. So the semi-transparent glob. Could they have injected the glob on the door before, or like after they left the main area, perhaps?
That door should not have had a lock.
The lock was on the floor.
Are you talking about the broken drumstick?
You can use that as a bolt to lock the by doing that.
I think that's the potentially the contradiction is that.
The killer was still inside the music by locking the door from the inside.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
I don't fully know how they applied the glob through the door, but
Wait a sec. There's also a possibility that the door was locked from the outside.
From the outside?
How? There's a semi-transparent glob stuck to the venue door. Maybe that's what they used.
oh, they could apply it before they close the doors. That's right. That's right. Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, it's like a glue.
Semi-transparent glob. Like rubber, maybe?
I also like that small like voice acting choice they made there, where he didn't sound like angry when he was responding. He was almost like curious, like, really? It wasn't rubber at all. That semi-transparent glob was probably rubber.
I see. That semi-transparent glob must have been glue.
Glue?
Yeah, I think so too. It had a firm, gel-like chewiness. And I could smell workshop chemicals the moment I put it in my mouth. Based on all that, I'm certain it was glue.
I cannot believe you put the glue in your mouth, Chiaki.
Glue is edible. I believe it is not something one typically eats.
That glue was only applied to the areas where both doors touched. By pouring it in the gaps of the closed door, it must have sealed the venue door from the outside.
And thanks to that,
Glue chewer.
a blob of glue was left where the door was stuck. Yep, it fits perfectly.
Okay. So then that answers my question. So yeah, Hiyoko was killed before. The paper was wrapped around her body to hide her and to complicate the murder. The times of deaths were obscured with the high temperature to make it so that they couldn't tell which one of them died first, confusing things even more. And then they left after Ibuki killed Hiyoko, and after they tore down the paper and hid it somewhere else.
But if you just stick them together with glue, you'd be able to break down the door easily, you know? That doesn't really matter. The killer only did that to make us think the door was locked from the inside.
What'd you say?
First of all, didn't that drumstick we found seem really obvious? Almost unnaturally so? It was so obvious that it
Oh, interesting.
as a diversion.
Are you saying the drumstick?
I was trying to figure out how they could have possibly placed the drumstick
Then
on the door.
I totally fell for that fucking trap.
Apologize to Miss Sonia and me. However, you're not allowed to slice open your stomach this time.
Someone in my high school English class opened one of those giant jugs of Elmer's glue and started drinking it. Dude, bro like regressed back to preschool and started eating the paste.
In a quarrel, both sides are to blame. That's why it's better to just have no sides at all.
So, during the 10 minutes Hajime left the venue, the killer murdered Hiyoko and created a closed space?
And they also taped her up after killing her, right?
Even quick work has limits.
Oh, what unimaginable speed for a slowpoke like me.
If they couldn't have done it while Hajime was away from the venue, they must have done it earlier than that.
Earlier?
But when Hajime got to the venue, only Ibuki's body was there, right?
And when you went back with everyone else, Hiyoko's body was there too, right? But it's possible that the body was just revealed at that time. When Hiyoko was actually killed earlier.
Yeah, I'm kind of a genius.
Just revealed?
Of course, the body wasn't revealed on its own. The killer did that too. Here, I have proof.
That scrap of paper. Is that what we found in the baton lighting at the music venue?
That's right, but just what is this scrap anyway?
A scrap that was stuck to the baton lighting in the music venue. Now, I should be able to figure out what it is. No, no, no! COLUMN Nope. Okay. Oh, rapping. Oh, never mind. I was pretty confident about rapping. Ooh, wallpaper? Oh my gosh, there's so much happening. Aye! The AP, I've lost the E, unfortunately. Oops, I didn't mean to destroy those. Gosh dang it. I was like, there we go, it's done! You have a meme idea? Okay. I got it!
Scrap. Isn't it part of the wallpaper in the storage room? In the music venue storage room, there should have been black wallpaper that's the same color as that scrap. There was also a tear along the edge of the wallpaper, wasn't there? If so,
Right. If you overlay the scrap that was caught on the lighting with the tear in the wallpaper, see? It fits perfectly.
Yeah, how did you do that?
So the scrap that was caught on the baton lighting was originally part of the wallpaper.
And what's wrong with that? Does it have something to do with Hyoko's body disappearing?
A mere nobody like me isn't important enough to answer that. But if you guys were exceptional enough to identify that scrap of paper, you can figure this out easily.
A scrap of paper stuck to the baton lighting was just part of the wallpaper I found in the storage room. Is it connected to the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body? If I trace it back from there, the answer should become clear. Alright, let's give this a try. Logic dive. Oh, that's right. I was like, what the fuck is this? I do forget the controls, though. I can jump like that and go quick like this. Okay. Dum, 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 dum. Has anybody else played Mario Party 3 and also recognizes this game as being very similar to the Looks about to suddenly appear? And recognizes this game as being very similar to that one game from Mario Party 3 where you're like in the tunnel. Sorry, I'm like locked in right now. I cannot look at chat. What did the killer use to hide the body? The wallpaper. Or is it the curtain? Okay, it's the wallpaper. Oh, it's just wait, you can move with the frickin' the mouse? What the freak? I don't know if I like that. Question 3. How did the killer hide her body within the wallpaper? They covered the pillar? Okay. Yatta! I love thinking about Hajime just closing his eyes and daydreaming about snowboarding every time this minigame starts. Reminds me of Run from cool math games. Of Run. Okay, sorry, I didn't read the second part and I was trying to piece together what this was. I never played, so I don't know.
Got it. Hyoko's body was hidden before we found it.
But it would have taken quite a long time to tape up a hidden body.
No, the body was already taped up and the killer hid it, along with the pillar using the wallpaper.
Nope. I never really played cool math games.
Yeah, by wrapping the wallpaper around the pillar, the killer was able to create a slightly larger pillar. So when I
Oh, it is larger.
Yoko's body was
It's like pretty obviously larger as well. I guess I wasn't thinking that the wallpaper had like enough structural stability to be able to to be able to like exist as a formed column. I was kind of thinking it was going to be like, you know, typical wallpaper that's kind of floppy. So I wasn't expecting this actually. Huh. Only plays boring algebra games? Yeah, I only ever played uncool math games.
I didn't realize that at the time. Well, that's understandable.
I did play a lot of games on addictinggames.com. And then also, you guys ever play anything on board.com? No, I said, Sheepy, you misheard me. I said uncool math games. Come on. Come on, catch up.
So they used the baton lighting on the ceiling to hang the wallpaper?
The baton lighting forms a perfect circle.
Oh.
Using it to hang the
I see. Okay, so it's not holding itself up. It's slung to the baton lighting.
The reason the wallpaper was covered in so many stickers was to make it look like that pillar.
That's how they hid Hyoko's body.
You okay, my darling?
Pulled off the wallpaper as soon as I left the music venue.
But the killer made a mistake. They accidentally ripped off a piece of the wallpaper.
Newgrounds, Armor Games. Armor Grains was also great. Congregate, Addicting Games, someplace with an orange and yellow face you can't remember the name of. I think that was board.com. I think.
And because of that, a scrap was left on the baton lighting.
The killer must have been in a hurry. Their plan took too long. Hajime could have walked in on them.
Board.com was the first place I ever saw gay porn. On the board.com forums, some random guy posted a picture of like 5 guys in like a human centipede line with their dicks connected to buttholes, and that was my first time experiencing gay porn. It was pretty interesting. It's a good time. I was like 8.
But the crime itself would be much easier to pull off since they don't have much to do while Hajime's gone. They just have to peel off that wallpaper and stash it in the storage room. It's not that big of a deal.
Then, when was Hiyoko actually killed?
Good point. And on that note, it's about time we shed some light on those imitation murders.
You mentioned imitation murder more than once. But what is that?
Are you
What is that?
You haven't seen my masterpiece? The Wizard of Monami 2.5D?
Why 2.5?
It's in your movies without my permission.
You're pretty noisy for someone who eats mothballs.
I don't eat mothballs. I just enjoy looking at them. I knew it. There are so many similarities. It must have been intentional.
Ibuki's death by hanging matches the Scarecrow's death from the movie.
By some psychic phenomenon, I knew you were going to mention gay porn. I'm sorry?
Not just Hiyoko getting taped up after the death matches the lion's death.
It's as if both crimes were replicas of scenes from the movie, although the mutilated Tin Man was omitted.
No, it's not, though. It's not actually. The mutilated Tin Man is the crushed up surveillance camera.
Why did the killer go to all this trouble in the first place?
Based on what we know, the reason the killer chose these imitations isn't that difficult to figure out.
The reason the killer imitated the 2 victims in that movie. I should be able to explain that now.
I see.
The reason the killer imitated 2 of the murders from the movie was so he'd mix up the killing order.
Then, Hiyoko was actually killed before Ibuki?
A valid line of reasoning.
Yeah, it's valid. The condition of Ibuki's body suggests that as well.
What do you mean? If you're going to cry and beg like that, then I guess I'll hear about the condition of Ibuki's body.
Crying.
Or begging.
I'll let you sob as much as you want later. Just hurry up and tell me before I change my mind.
What a jerk!
Oh, I see. You want me to explain it to you, right? Because you don't understand what I'm saying, right?
An even bigger jerk? Impossible!
Look, Ibuki died because she hanged herself, right? That means when she was still alive, her feet were touching the floor.
What's wrong with that?
But it seems Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was killed. That would mean Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki.
How right. Your words are so light as the sylph's feather.
Sylph's feather.
Your opponent is out of your league. It is too absurd to try to perplex me so inadequately.
Man, he's being annoying again.
First and foremost, you claim Ibuki's feet were touching the floor when Hiyoko...
You claim.
How can a low-class creature with no psychic abilities like you know something like that?
Because she was doing something that's only possible if her feet were on the floor.
It seems you suffer from a pathetic delusion.
Which one of these is Junpei, do you think? Is Jumpy, rather. Anyway, if this continues, we're just gonna talk in circles. I think it's best if we clarify Ibuki's status when Hiyoko was killed.
When Hiyoko died, Ibuki's feet were on the floor.
There's no contradiction there.
Your evidence.
Did you see her walking?
If her feet were on the floor, was there any sign she stepped on something?
Yep.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
Just as Sonia said, Ibuki stepped on something. That something was blood. There were faint bloodstains on the soles of her slippers.
That is not Ibuki's blood, right? She suffered no external injuries.
Then it's Hiyoko's blood.
Hyoko's only wound was a fatal slice on her neck. And she died almost instantly, right?
If Ibuki stepped on her blood,
It means Ibuki was still standing when Hiyoko was mortally wounded, which means Ibuki was still alive at the exact moment Hiyoko was killed.
Don't underestimate the power of the evil eye. Is that it? A shepherd dressed in his Sunday's finest still reeks of lamb, Hajime Hinata.
Okay, what in God's name does that mean, Gundam?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal?
Does that mean you have a rebuttal? That's a good line. But are you sure you're sure? If I show you how serious I am, this world might be destroyed, you know. You're so frightened you can't even make a sound. It seems you realized our difference in status. However, the time for conviction starts now. You better entertain me to the fullest.
I don't know what I thought Gundam was gonna be like when I like saw him in like pictures of this game. But this is not what I thought Gundam was gonna be like. I thought it was gonna be like super like goth, like, you know, kind of reserved.
You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belonged to Hiyoko? Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor. You can't step on blood that was never there. Just about what you see a nice nightmare.
As long as Ibuki's body has no open wounds, there's no doubt that that blood is Hyoko's.
Hiyoko was taped to the pillar, yes. But it's possible that the pillar still had blood on it. However, you cannot step on the pillar with your feet. You should feel proud. It's been nearly 3 years since I've had to use 60% of my power.
Okay, did I?
Damn it! You're saying the blood on Ibuki's feet belongs... Ha! Impossible! Try to remember the crime scene. There was no blood on the floor.
Allow me to cut through those words.
Break!
That's not it. The reason there was no blood on the floor is because the killer wiped it away afterward.
Don't say such foolish things. You don't have proof of that at all.
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
There's a streak on the floor where blood was wiped away.
When the killer tried to hide Hyoko's body, they probably cleaned the blood at the same time, but Ibuki must have already stepped in it, and the killer probably didn't even realize it.
The reason they wiped off the blood on the floor was so we'd mix up the order of the murders, right? Even if they're able to hide Hyoko's body, it'd be bad if her blood was left out in the open.
Plus, Ibuki's body was left out in the open, and it wasn't bleeding from any open wounds at all.
Hyoko's body was probably wrapped in duct tape to stop her bleeding. Actually, the bleeding will stop once the heart stops beating, so I don't think they had to go that far.
Aside from Mikon, none of us were aware of that fact, so the killer probably did not know it either.
Maybe the heater was running inside the music venue so it would screw with Mikon's autopsy?
That's right! I didn't know the time of death because of the heater!
The time of death wasn't mentioned in the Monokuma file just to keep concrete evidence from us.
Yep. Since we have all this evidence, there's no one else who wants to object, right? Then it's decided. Hyoko was killed before Ibuki.
It appears that it is wiser to retreat for now.
What would have happened if I'd kept going with the conversation there? Would there have been like another rebuttal point or something?
Fine then. But regardless of good or evil, there's no deceit in upholding one's convictions.
Can't you just shut up and back off?
Now then, let us resume our debate.
Wait a sec. There's something I want to run by Monokuma first.
Huh? Again? Didn't something like this happen last time too?
Hey, if the victim actually committed suicide, what are we supposed to do?
Oh, suicide.
Same as always, you have to vote for who the killer is. Think about it. A suicide means you've killed the most important existence of all, yourself. Unfortunately, that means there's no Blacken to punish, but I guess in a pinch, I can always punish Monami.
Bruh.
Nagito, what do you mean? If the victim actually committed suicide?
Well, I mean, I understand Hyoko's death, but I'm wondering if Ibuki was really murdered. For example, it's possible Ibuki killed Hyoko and then committed suicide due to a guilty conscience, right?
That's totally impossible! Then she never would have killed her to begin with!
She was afflicted by the despair disease, remember? That means anything can happen.
But if Ibuki's the killer, she wouldn't have been able to falsify the sequence of the murders, right? After Hajime saw the hanged body, the sudden appearance of Hyoko's body soon after means the killer had to be alive at that time.
Then she was alive! When Hajime first discovered Ibuki, she was just pretending to be dead. If she waited until Hajime left, that's when she could have made her move and mess with the crime scene.
She hanged herself, remember? There's no fucking way she could have faked that.
And if she was going to fake her death, I think she wouldn't have chosen hanging. Her body would have been defenseless in that state. If anyone touched her, that alone would have ruined her plan.
See. So that means there's no doubt that someone killed those two. I'm glad. Now I'm free to search for the killer.
What the heck?
There's still one more issue on my mind. If Ibuki didn't commit suicide, then just what was that video Hajime saw?
Huh?
According to that video you saw, Ibuki was by herself when she climbed the stepladder, right? Then does that mean someone forced her to do it?
Forced? Perhaps they used hypnotism or something?
I don't know anything about that.
Don't say it all proud.
Putting that aside, it seems obvious that the killer did something. So, maybe we should figure out who was able to do whatever that was.
So, an alibi.
It's now Christmas first. We did get the Christmas tree put up. It was nice. Still don't have it decorated, but I got lights on it and everything.
But just to be sure, that surveillance camera doesn't have a record function, right?
It's a cheap-ass surveillance camera, you know? There's no way it'd have some kind of sweet recording feature.
Then the video Hajime saw was actually live?
What time did Hajime see that video?
I saw it at the hospital, right before Monokuma's morning announcement. And I saw the body at the music venue a little after Monokuma's announcement.
So Ibuki hanged herself right before Monokuma's announcement. And since we established that Hiyoko was killed before Ibuki, that means the time that the murders occurred was before and during the announcement.
Then we just have to find the person who doesn't have an alibi during that time?
Now then, I shall issue my decree. Let Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi commence.
Oh gosh, all three of the accounts, which are all kind of complicated.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning announcement, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing that.
So everyone who stayed at the motel doesn't have an alibi.
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be, my own cottage.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has failed.
Okay, let me see the different accounts again here really quick. So Mikan was with Hajime the whole time. So she has an alibi. There's a mistake in here. There's a mistake, everyone. Look, there's a mistake. There's a mistake. It's Hapito. These fucking idiots, bro. Garbage game. 0 out of 10. Run to the hospital. They still search for Ibuki. That's no evidence that he was in his cabin. So for all I know, he could be lying about that. I gotta go Hapito. Hapito's rule moment. The real cool math was the friend we made along the way. Yeah, you're right, Josh. I sure hope so. You know what? I want my money back, Spike Chunsoft. Unfrickin' believable, dude. Okay, so I think Mikan's the one who has any alibi.
We can exclude the sick people like me and Akane, right?
And what about the others?
Right before the morning, I was totally sleeping in my motel room.
I think everyone at the motel was doing.
So everyone who stayed at...
What about you guys?
I was where I was supposed to be.
That's not an alibi.
Aside from those afflicted by the disease, if nobody has an alibi, then
Yeah, Mikan's got an alibi.
Hold on. Not all of us are missing an alibi. In fact, Mikan and I both have alibis.
you two have alibis?
Up until I saw that hanging video, Mikan and I were actually together for a while.
We even woke up together
Okay.
that morning.
Hey, what kind of situation is that?
I accidentally fell asleep on top of Hajime. Too much info.
She just came to tell me Nagato's
Bruh.
condition had improved.
And we went to the hospital together afterward. So we were together until right before the announcement.
I get it. You guys have alibis.
Don't worry, Josh. You'll get a hot nurse to fall asleep on you someday.
That's the case. The killer must be someone else.
It's better if we think about it like that. The killer decided to falsify the murder sequence to hide the actual time of the crime anyway.
So it's inevitable that an alibi for both before and during the morning announcement would be very important.
It feels like Operation Destroy the Weakest Alibi has backed us into a corner.
Once again, Mikan's sauce moments are important to the trial. That's true. That's true.
But committing an imitation murder, is that really all it was? Faking the time the crime occurred by falsifying the murder sequence, hiding their alibi in the process? Was that the only reason the killer made both bodies imitate the movie?
Are you saying there was another reason?
I feel really bad for confusing you guys so much, but that's how I feel. I think the killer had a completely different reason for falsifying the murder sequence.
The killer had a different reason? If that's the case, are we still in the killer's trap? Inside a trap set by one of us? If so, then whose? And what kind of trap is it? This whole suspended class trial thing is kind of weird to me. This is the one thing I'm not really like, I don't remember really getting about this game. Like, I feel like none of these suspended class trials have been meaningful. Like, the suspensions, I feel like they're not really that important. Why, hello there, mon ami. The moss balls sure look tasty today. Stop it. Don't characterize me as someone who lives off moss balls. And here's some chance time. Oh, what? What's that? Now then, mon ami's appeal time starts now. Huh? Appeal time? Your kind-hearted big brother is going to give you the chance to reclaim your honor. Good luck. Show those jerks who treat you like a redheaded stepchild who's boss. That's 99% your fault. While you were whining, your time's already running out, so please make your appeal simple. About 30,000 words or so. That's too long. It'll just be a boring appeal. Come on, if your appeal is successful, there might be merchandise opportunities heading your way. Then... I'm Usami, magical miracle girl Usami. I'm an itty-bitty girl who's sweet like milk. Jeez, and I thought a certain robot's little sister was supposed to be the best. What a disappointment. What are you talking about? I have no clue whatsoever. They're sort of give you some breathing time, really. The trials in this game are just so long, so they're kind of like chapters in the trial itself. I suppose that makes sense. When it happened for the first time, I thought the trial was actually going to be suspended.
Once again, I've been put in such an unreasonable situation. Seriously, he's like the king of unreasonableness. Why did it turn out like this? We were supposed to have a fun, friendly school trip, but it turned out all bloody instead. No, this definitely cannot be allowed. That's why I want you to remember this. Everyone, do your very best. Don't lose to yourself. And don't forget to save frequently.
The reason the killer did an imitation murder is a reason other than falsifying the murder sequence. Does something like that even exist?
It suddenly got quiet in here. Did I confuse you? If so, I wish I could die from self-loathing.
I hope I can see her take wing.
This again.
If that's the case, it would have been just dandy if they had gone ahead and killed me too. If that happened, the imitation would have been perfect. So why didn't they do that?
Well, it's against the rules to kill 3 people in the first place.
That rule is too harsh. I couldn't get killed because of that.
Seriously, just shut up already! Shut up forever!
Reasonable reaction.
But I'm thinking about it again, and he's totally right. It feels incomplete.
Because they didn't kill 3 people like the movie did? That's only because of Monokuma's rule.
It's not just that. Come on, try to remember the content of the movie.
I'm trying.
About the lion that got killed second.
That's the one Hyoko's body was imitating, right?
Even though we're calling it an imitation, the lion was actually pinned by arrows, right? But Hyoko's body was suspended by common household duct tape. Maybe they just used a common substitute because it was too difficult to imitate the arrows. Well, that's probably it, but that attitude is what makes this feel incomplete. If falsifying the murder sequence was the killer's plan from the very beginning, they should have taken steps to properly imitate it.
But if we never realized it was a half-assed imitation, their entire plan would have been completely useless.
What are you trying to say? Are you saying the imitation wasn't planned?
I'm saying Hyoko's murder wasn't.
What?
Yoko's murder wasn't planned?
I understand that imitation wasn't enough, but aren't you making a bunch of assumptions?
It's not just the poor imitation. There are also other strange details.
Strange details? Like what?
Like, for example, why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue?
You're saying the truth behind Hyoko's murder is hidden?
I have no freaking clue what you're trying to say.
However, this is getting quite interesting. My 4 dark devas of destruction are getting riled up.
Why Hyoko went to the music venue? That's the key to all this. I need to find that out, no matter the cost. I mean, we know why. Wait, none of these are... Wait, none of these are relevant. Wait.
Why did Hyoko go to the music venue? There's no way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
You know that's not true, Sonia.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did Hyoko...
What? I don't understand how any of these are relevant. Scrap of thick paper.
Go to the music venue?
Motel room key.
No way we'd know that!
Maybe the killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
Well, I guess that's not technically true. Or not technically false.
She was guided by the will of causality.
Why did Hyoko...
Motel room key. This was like tied up. Yeah, deep in her kimono.
Go to the music venue?
Who do I think is sussy? I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know who's sussy in this one.
The killer summoned her.
If that's not it, maybe she got abducted by the killer.
No, maybe. She went of her own free will.
I agree with that.
I agree with that. Yeah, I need some more time to formulate for sure.
It's just as Sonia said. She went to the music venue of her own free will.
I'm somewhat sussy of like Kazuichi specifically. I don't really have a whole lot of evidence for that beyond his connection to the surveillance system, and also his like kind of, given Hyoko's like rivalry with Sonia, I could maybe see that being like a piece of it. Yeah, I don't see Mikon being the murderer. It's obviously not Hajime. I don't think it's Nagito. I don't see why Nekomaru would have killed anybody. I don't see why Akane would have killed anybody.
Exactly as I assumed.
If no one called for her, then why did she go?
Hyoko locked herself in her room because she was being overly cautious of the despair disease, you know? I don't think a person like that would leave their room just because someone called for them.
There's no way she got abducted?
Hyoko locked the room she was staying in before she went out.
If she was forcibly taken from her room, there's no way she would have had time to lock it.
The killer could have locked her door, right? Just to hide the fact Hyoko got abducted.
Then they couldn't have hidden her room key that deep in her kimono. They would have put it somewhere more obvious. Otherwise, there's no point in messing with the crime scene if nobody finds the key. At the time, you were the one who actually took out the key, right? Then something like that.
I won't move. Are you saying my gut was wrong? This will be my first and last highlight of the day. Why won't you just let me shine already?
No, that's not the issue.
Shut up! Enough with your fancy talk. I'll shut you up right now. Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room. Forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking. And that's why the killer targeted
her. Was locked. The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
I can't back down.
What? I failed? I was clicking that so fast, bro!
Hiyoko was locked inside her room, right? She definitely got abducted or something. The killer forced their way into Hiyoko's room and forcibly abducted her. The girl is so small and weak looking.
Don't, how dare you. I was one of the best button masters in Mario Party you've ever met in your entire life. How dare you? How dare you?
The key was deep inside her kimono, remember? It's more likely that Hiyoko locked the door herself.
The killer was the one who locked the door. So what if the key was in her kimono? Maybe the killer just put it there later.
There's no reason for the killer to put the key in Hiyoko's kimono.
That's on board.com.
We didn't realize she even had the key.
Hold on. Try remembering Hiyoko's body. Her kimono is only one reason her kimono would be that messed up. She fought the killer.
Allow me to cut through those words. The reason Hiyoko's kimono was messed up was because she wasn't able to properly wear it.
Wear her kimono?
Yeah. It's also the reason why she decided to go out on her own.
Hiyoko seemed to be really struggling with wearing her kimono. I believe that was one of the reasons she locked herself in her room. That is why I informed her. I told her that there was a full-length mirror at the music venue, and I suggested that she use it.
She's so sad in his picture.
Then the reason her kimono was messed up wasn't because she fought the killer.
Yeah. She went to the venue on her own just to fix her messed up kimono.
I get it. I lost. Boil me, burn me, take off my clothes. Do whatever you want to me.
Okay, I don't really want to do any of those things.
Now's your chance. Make her admit defeat. Or better yet, make her do a little something.
Hell no.
Then the killer
I need someone to say this to me.
Hiyoko would go to the music venue.
Though that may not apply to Sonia, since she provided Hiyoko with that information.
Though I knew she would go there, there is no way I could have predicted when she would arrive.
Don't go doubting Miss Sonia, you cretin. I'll put you and your hamsters 6 feet under.
Kazuichi, it seems you have quite the fashion sense. Do you want me to incinerate your clothes? Perhaps I could do that while you're wearing them.
Gundam, please stop! For his sake.
Huh? What do you mean, for my sake?
Of course. I've already overlooked no less than 10
The hamsters are laughing.
Even if the killer couldn't predict it, why did Hiyoko get killed in the music venue?
The only thing I can think of is, it was an unfortunate coincidence.
Coincidence?
Bruh.
She went to the venue by herself. She was probably just unlucky and walked in on the crime scene.
She was killed so there wouldn't be any loose ends?
It probably happened when the killer was preparing to kill Ibuki. The killer most likely had already placed the hemp bag over her head, and without hesitation,
killed Hiyoko.
That sucks.
killer used that coincidence for their crime. It made this case even trickier.
That's the reason they imitated the movie to falsify the murder sequence.
Which means that scoundrel.
Lowdown scoundrel.
Imitation murders at first.
Then what was the killer actually planning to do? They've been cunning this far. There's no way they'd kill Ibuki without a plan. Do you have any ideas?
Damn, we don't know the most important part.
The killer's plan from the beginning. I'm pretty sure we're very, very close.
Hey Nagito, any ideas?
Hey, how long are you gonna stay quiet?
Oh, am I allowed to speak? I'm so happy I'm getting goosebumps. Everyone actually needs help from scum like me.
So what do you think?
I was thinking about it while I had my mouth shut. Now I'm finally able to come to a conclusion. Ibuki definitely didn't commit suicide.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I thought there might be a possibility that she faked her death and tampered with the crime scene. But now I remember, there was blood on Ibuki's slippers. So if she faked her death and walked around the music venue tampering with the crime scene, there'd be bloody footprints left in various places throughout the venue.
That's true. That's true.
So that's why I think there's no way she faked her death. There's no way Ibuki committed suicide.
You know, we already finished talking about that a while ago.
Huh? Really?
Huh?
That's annoying. I guess I should just awkwardly laugh about it then.
Are you freaking kidding me? There's no limit to how useless you can be.
No. Wait a minute. Ibuki had blood on her feet. There'd be footprints all over the place if she kept walking around.
That's strange. That's very strange.
This is strange? What's strange?
See, it's not something we finished talking about. Those footprints. There's still an important clue left that we completely overlooked. Just as Nagito said, if she had blood on her feet, she would have left footprints. Then why? Why weren't there any footprints? Why weren't there any footprints on the... I didn't mean to present that. I meant to inspect it. The UI, I always forget if it's left to do it, or if it's like if it's the gray that's supposed to be the thing you click on, or if it's the black. It's the black. It's tipped on its side. Smashed to pieces. I guess smudge on the floor. Nope.
Crap.
All right. Nope, not that either. Oh, on the step ladder.
I can prove it with this.
Aren't there any on this? Okay, sorry. The question was very prompting, and I didn't think about that.
It's strange that there weren't any footprints on it.
Huh? There weren't?
Yeah, that stepladder was completely clean. No footprints or bloodstains at all.
You noticed such a small detail. How amazing! This is truly the talent of a chosen ultimate.
What are you talking about? You were obviously leading us to this. That's why you brought up the suicide topic after all this time. Akito Kamaeda, you're definitely someone I shouldn't underestimate.
But didn't you say you saw that video of Ibuki climbing the stepladder? Then I think there's no doubt that she really did climb it. Unless there was something funny about that video.
I see. So there was some kind of trickery in that video.
But that's something only Hajime would know, since he...
Oops. What did they say? Sorry, I didn't mean to skip that. 2. That's something only Hajime would know, since he's the only one who saw that video. So, just as I thought, it comes down to that. The mystery surrounding this incident is contained in that video, and whether or not we can reach that hidden truth is all up to me.
Hajime, I leave it in your hands.
As long as I leave this to you, I won't tell you to do your best, but oh well. You should get started already.
Yeah, I'll definitely try.
There was some hidden clue in that video. I should have seen something strange as I watched it. I'm the only one who can clear that up. I'm the only one who actually saw that video. So I'm the only one who can do it. The hanging video that I saw, based on everything we know from the debates thus far, I should be able to figure out what's strange. The curtain, right? Black curtain in the background, huh? Based on that video alone, I don't really know if the curtain's suspicious or not. There should be blood on the ladder, right? Yeah.
That's right, I remember now. There was definitely something strange about that video.
Can you explain it to us?
What's strange is that stepladder I mentioned earlier. It's true that the steps of that stepladder weren't dirty, but on one side, there was a bloodstain, right on the left side of the stepladder. However, that contradicts the video I saw at the hospital. There weren't any bloodstains on the stepladder in the video. It was completely clean.
That is truly strange. If the video showed the moment of Ibuki's death, then Hiyoko should have already been dead by that point.
Even so, the fact is the stepladder had blood on it at the actual crime scene. The stepladder in the video was completely bloodless.
There's no way the video was recorded in advance. If that's the case, the only thing I can think of is...
It's possible those 2 stepladders were completely different.
Wait, are you saying there were 2 stepladders?
But where would you find another stepladder? There was only one stepladder in the music venue.
Then one of the stepladders was somewhere other than the music venue. What do you mean?
You're suggesting that the stepladder in the video isn't the only thing that's different. Am I right? That's amazing, Chiaki! All that gaming has given you incredible deduction skills. Is it okay to say that?
So that means that it was recorded in the hospital room, which I had some inkling, but I wasn't really sure how to connect it into the overall plot. I mean, that seemed like an obvious thing they were hinting at with the setup there of the complete pitch black and all of that. But then who could have done it? Hiko?
What are you 2 talking about?
The stepladder isn't the only thing that's different, huh? Chiaki said the stepladder was at a different place, but if that's the case, the thing that's different between that video and the actual scene of the crime is that thing, the place where the killer did something. Film. Film Oops. We need low. Oops. 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 Oh, Lord! Location. Cringe gameplay? Yeah. Yeah, as if, bro. As if. Kind of an expert.
Besides the step ladder, the filming location must have been different too.
What do you mean?
I mean, the video I saw was not filmed at the music venue. It was filmed somewhere else.
But the hospital monitor is supposed to display footage captured by the music venue camera, you know?
Then, there's a possibility that the killer also tampered with the surveillance camera unit.
In order to show us that they filmed the video at the music venue instead of somewhere else, what did the killer do to that surveillance camera unit? Logic dive. Which part of the surveillance camera did the killer tamper with? Oh! I assume just the camera, right? Move the camera to a different location. Yeah. Because they're connected, so you just have to take the camera. Oh gosh, wasn't paying attention! I really can't look at chat like at all in this game. Like in some of these games, I do not have a second to breathe, I swear. Did the killer tamper with the camera at the music venue or the hospital? The hospital. No. The music venue. Wait, no. Yes, the music venue camera. What did the killer do with the camera from the music venue surveillance camera units? Okay, they took it with them. I was like, increase the signal.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together! You're gonna shiz your pants. I'm scared to share my story even though it's not my turn yet. I require support. You got this, hon. It'll be good.
The camera from the music video.
Again, even if it's bad, who cares? It's all for fun. It's all for the sake of writing.
With it, they made me think it was a live feed from the venue when it was
And even if it's
somewhere else.
it's gonna be good. It's like a thing. We have a little group chat with some close friends, and there's like a little writing group that we're doing in there. It's like a prompt every week, and then people write a little story.
Then only the monitor was left in the music venue?
Yes, at least when I first discovered Ibuki's body. But when Hyoko's body appeared, the killer probably put the camera back too.
That means you should have realized that from the start and made this easier on all of us.
It's insane how like rotund her boobs are. They're like spheres placed on her body. It's like someone took like a sphere and then booleaned it onto her body. Insane. No, it's gonna be good, hun. And again, even if it's bad, like okay, it's bad. Now you learn something from the bad, and you pick out all the pieces that are so good in the pieces that are bad. You know.
I doubt his attention was focused on the camera.
Josh, like I said, I love how thirsty you are in my chat. It's actually so funny.
In order to hide that the camera was missing, the killer did one more thing to the remaining monitor.
The thing the killer did to the remaining monitor was... I see!
The killer smashed the monitor to pieces, destroying it. As long as it was in pieces, you wouldn't be able to tell if the camera was actually there or not. My attention was so focused on the body that even I could have noticed something like that.
And the moment Hajime left the music venue, the killer put back the camera they took.
And they destroyed it and left that in pieces as well.
Oh, such a small detail, bro. It was there, though. That's crazy.
Surveillance camera's connection wasn't that strong.
And like, I wouldn't have thought to look either, because it's like, well, I'm not expecting the crime scene to change.
Despite Kazuichi's desperate repair efforts, it seems it could not transmit from the hospital to the motel.
Like that part in The Incredibles where it gets covered in the sticky growing black rubber balls. So he suffocates? Yeah, just like that.
The connection between the hospital and the music venue is amazing enough.
Which means even there's actually like a weird amount of mistakes in this. Even if it was filmed in another place, as long as it was transmitting to the hospital, the range would be pretty limited. If that's the case, where was the video filmed to make it look like it was filmed at the music venue? The only possibility is that place inside that building. Do not do another Hangman's Gambit. Dude, what is this? What is this, bro? What? What? I couldn't even do anything about that. No, what is it? What is it called again? What is it? What is it? Nope. 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 I forget what this room's called. Like, I know what it is at a... Oh, conference. Conference. That's right. Conference? Hey, what's up, Objection? How's it going? Oh, son of a bench. I need an E. Where's my E's at? Conference. Need my C's. Where are my C's at? Oh, I didn't mean to do that. God dang it! Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh, did it get so fast? No, 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 no! You son of a bitch. Finally got a chance to catch a stream. Let's go. There we go. Got him. Okay, I was like, hello?
Possible that it was filmed at the hospital's conference room.
Well, okay, for some reason I did have the room wrong. For some reason I thought the room was like the break room. So I was like, what is the... I was originally gonna do like nurses, but I was like, that's way too short to fit in that massive chunk at the beginning. But I was like, nurse room? Like nurse resting room? consignment room? Like, I don't know. I was trying to remember the name for like the room where nurses rest.
Conference room?
But I forgot it was the room next to it.
You look completely different.
That's exactly why the killer did something to make those two places resemble each other.
To make the conference room look like the music venue, the killer went ahead and did some work. Gotta make clear what that work was. It is the music venue curtain.
There's no way the conference room.
How are we doing, objection?
Which place resembled the other? Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Or did they make some kind of set?
I think that might be the...
I still can't believe you mixed up the filming locations. Hajime, you're pretty stupid.
Okay. That's kind of rude.
There's no way the conference room and the music venue.
Which place resembled? Did the conference room look like, or did the music venue?
Or did they make some kind of set?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I knew that was it. The killer must have fashioned a background set that resembles the music venue. However, where did they make it? Based on the proof you have presented, it appears that mystery cannot be solved. Okay. I thought that was it, actually.
No way the conference room and the music venue look.
Surveillance camera unit? AC temperature. That isn't... I don't see how that would possibly make a change. Okay, I see what I have to do. I have to use the curtain
Which place resembled the other?
to say...
Did the conference room look like the music venue? Or did the music venue look like the conference room?
Yeah, there we go. That must be it. And so they put the curtain in the music venue to make it look like the conference room.
Make the music venue, the crime scene, look like the conference room. They did that by using the black curtain hanging at the back of the stage.
From what I remember, there used to be a really flashy curtain. But after the incident,
It's pretty good.
somehow they put a black curtain that didn't seem to be the right size.
That's right. It's so half-assed, just like Monami.
Oh yeah? Well, your face looks stupid.
That curtain was hung so the music venue would look like a conference room?
In actuality, even though the curtain in the conference room doesn't stand out, it is a black light blocking curtain that's long enough to reach the floor.
I see. The conference room. Indeed, the floor of that room is the same color as the music venue stage. So the killer chose the conference room because they realized the floor matched.
It's an interesting architectural choice.
Matching floors, matching curtains. I guess it makes sense you'd mistake the two.
But that's not all. There should be something else the killer did to tamper with the evidence. Probably.
Something else the killer did to make the music venue look like the conference room. It's gotta be this. And that would be the candle, right?
I can prove it with
Yeah.
this. You're referring to the candle in the music video, right? In the video I saw, a candle was used for lighting. If you think about it, it's pretty strange. The music venue has good lighting, so there's no reason to even use candles.
Mm-hmm.
But wouldn't they have done it to make it feel creepier?
That might have been another reason, but the main reason was probably to tamper with evidence. The lighting in the conference room and the music venue are so different. They couldn't be used during filming. That's why the killer used a candle as film lighting instead.
Which means
Are you saying the candle in the music venue wasn't actually used?
That candle was likely placed there just to make me think it was the same candle that was used in the video.
With candlelight, you can't see things in that much detail. Maybe they were going for that effect.
The question I have right now, though, is who knocked out the candle? Because in this video, in this video I was seeing, the video goes black, right? So the candle must have been snuffed out, which kind of implies that it was a two-person project.
Cheap-ass camera, it won't capture much in a dark area.
As long as this all matches up, it should be no problem to say this is decided. The video I saw wasn't filmed at the music venue. It was actually filmed at the hospital conference room.
If I'd found proof that evidence in the conference room was altered, we would have reached an answer sooner. But it appears the killer already covered that up, so I didn't find anything when I went there.
But there's no mistake. That's the only place within the connection range of the surveillance camera.
The motel would have been too far, and the interior design of the movie theater is too distinctive.
But this must be a surprising turn of events for Hajime. You never suspected that the video you saw in the hospital was being filmed in the conference room.
The incident isn't happening at the scene of a crime, it's occurring in the conference room.
But then how do they get to the building before us? Again, that also implies that there's a secondary individual involved in this, because the instant that I see the video, Hajime runs to the music venue. So there's no way they could have beaten us there and set up the ladder and hidden again before all that happened. There has to have been somebody already at the music venue waiting. But then if there's only one step ladder, that causes another thing. I feel like I've heard Bayside Cop say that before, but isn't it the other way around?
If Ibuki's hanging video was filmed at the hospital's conference room, then was Ibuki killed at the conference room too?
No, that's not possible. Right after Hajime saw that video, he discovered Ibuki's body at the music venue.
Video was filmed at the conference room, but Ibuki's body was at the music venue, which means there was a fake somewhere. That fake must have been...
I see!
Yeah.
The person wearing the hint bag in that video wasn't Ibuki. It was the killer pretending to be Ibuki. The killer put on...
I was trying to think of, like, were they trying to imply that, like...
was only pretending to be the victim.
Were they trying to imply that the... that the body that I found in the other... in the music venue was a fake? But no, that's not what they're implying.
That time, the real Ibuki must have already been killed.
The actual time of death must have been earlier. Probably around midnight or dawn to avoid witnesses.
If they took Ibuki from the music venue to the hospital to kill her, there's no way it happened during the day.
That's what happened. Then no matter how quickly I ran, it was impossible for me to rescue Ibuki. At that moment, I was already in the killer's trap. And the one who set a trap for me was...
But why did the killer go to the trouble of making a fake video just so Hajime could go to the crime scene?
The reason the killer made a fake video. There's only one possibility I can think of. And if I examine that possibility thoroughly, then naturally the killer's identity will reveal itself.
It means it must have been somebody at the hospital.
You fiend! Are you saying you already know who the killer is?
That's right. I should already know. I should have already known who the killer is. Is it Akane? I don't think it's Fuyuhiko, right? I don't think Fuyuhiko would have gone out of his way to kill somebody else unless he was trying to finish up... Oh, that could be interesting. If he was trying to finish up like his whole situation with the game, right? If he still held like malice or hatred towards Ibuki, who was one of the other people in the game, I could see Fuyuhiko I don't think, I mean, I always suspect Nagito. I really don't think it was Mikan, because she was with me. There's no way she would have been able to go up there and do the video, right? What? I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm gonna run out of time here. Let me think here. Let me think here, game. Let me think. Let me think. So what do we know? We know that the video was filmed in the hospital. We know that the video, they're kind of pushing me toward the idea that the video is intended to make me leave the hospital so that they could get out and then make their way back to the music venue to undo the curtain around Hiyoko so that I would discover Hiyoko when I got back, right? So they were likely waiting outside for me at that time to leave, and following me from the hospital Fuyuhiko ran into Mikan on the way as she was coming from the hospital to find Ibuki. I just don't want it to be Mikan, but like I'm thinking, why is my brain thinking it's Mikan? Because Mikan was in the hospital. She wasn't with me when I did the video. She has an alibi to not be at the music venue, but she doesn't have an alibi to not be at the hospital. Is it Mikan? Like this is the issue. Like I've gotten it, it's gotten down, like it's gotten into the point now where like I kind of have some level of affection for most of these characters, so I don't really want to think any of them would murder anybody else. But I don't think it's Kazuichi. Kazuichi doesn't really make much sense. Kazuichi doesn't make much sense. Then Sonia also doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. And Akane wouldn't have been able to do the murder, nor could Nagito have done the murder because they were still under the effects of the despair disease. And Akane would have been way too scared and way too scared and well, emotional to be able to murder anybody. You can always just guess and check. And then it couldn't have been Nagito because they were like they were just constantly lying. And again, not really I don't think Nagito is going to kill anybody at this point because things have gone into motion now. And it doesn't really feel like it would be in character for them to kill anybody at this point. And again, they weren't really in the mindset to kill anybody at that point in time. I just don't think. Which really just leaves Fuyuhiko and Mikan. Mikan doesn't have a motive, but Fuyuhiko does. Fuyuhiko has a motive with the game. Like I wonder if they would keep that tie-in going. He's claiming he was at his house, but there's no evidence for that. But I also don't remember where Mikan was when I saw the video. I know that I saw the video alone. Nobody else saw it with me. I'm gonna guess Fuyuhiko. Nope. Alright.
Damn it!
I was just checking just in case. I mean, in that case, it's got to be Mikon, right? Those are my two options. It's got to be Mikon.
You're the only one.
No, no, it can't be.
You're the killer, aren't you?
What are you talking about?
It would also align. It would also align with her turning up the air conditioner to make it hotter in there, because only she would know that would destroy the evidence.
Aren't you the killer who murdered Ibuki and Hyoko?
Killer? Huh? I'm the killer? What is this?
Hey, don't you think that's kinda impossible? A chick like her as the killer? She couldn't even kill a fly. In fact, the fly would probably kill her first.
She's right. A clumsy slowpoke like me killing someone? That's completely out of the question.
She does have like a weird line earlier in the trial where she was like, "That's so fast for a slowpoke like me."
We're the only ones. Thanks to that video, we're the only ones who have the advantage of an alibi.
An alibi? Was that the killer's goal?
Now that you mention it, you guys brought that up earlier. Only Hajime and Mikon have an alibi.
It's just a coincidence.
But you're the only one who could have filmed that video in the hospital conference room. Is that also a coincidence? At that time, you said you were going to be on
That's
call.
right.
You actually went to the conference room.
Ally backwards is Ibilia? Oh shit.
That's when you put on a hospital gown that you prepared in advance, put the bag on your head, and began filming. By doing that, you made up a video that showed Ibuki trying to hang herself at the music video. And showed that to me. Furthermore, I saw that video at the hospital lobby. If someone wants to go to the conference room from outside, they have to pass through the lobby.
So it's impossible that someone who wasn't already in the hospital went to the conference room to film.
Not only that, the others in the hospital, Akane and I, were both delirious from the despair disease.
Okay, but the point this is missing though is the possibility that somebody was already in the hospital, which is completely feasible. Somebody could have already been in the hospital before this, like Fuyuhiko, for example, could have already been in the hospital at this time.
So that must mean...
Please, wait a second. What are you saying? I'm the killer? It's impossible. There's no way I can kill someone.
It's not literally impossible. Can't you give a better defense than that?
Just shows she can't even do that.
Hey, you sure this chick is really the killer?
Wrong! It's totally wrong! It's not what you think!
Just like Akane said, it is really hard to tie it all together. I mean, Mikon is the killer?
I agree. It is truly difficult to believe someone could be killed by such a slow-witted woman.
Okay,
That
Gundam.
slow-witted remark is not necessary.
It's fine. I've been like this for a long time. In a tournament for social punching bags, I'd easily win first place with my soft reputation. Even I can't deny that. How many
Top 10 based Gundam moments? What?
possible for me to kill someone? I'm serious. Very serious.
What do you say, Hajime?
Do you still believe this woman is the killer?
God, Gundam just thinks women can't be killers, I guess, even though the last trial was literally a woman being a killer.
Do you hate me that much, Hajime?
Hey, Hajime!
Not cool, Hajime. Everyone's ganging up on me. Tricks aside, logic aside, is she really capable of doing something like this? Be the one making a mistake? No, in fact, it'd be so much easier if I was wrong. If I have this much doubt about someone I've spent so much time with.
Can you hold on a minute?
Huh?
Well, I know I'm being intrusive and all, And I mean, I have no place to say this. I missed all of the critical parts, and I doubt I have anything worth saying at an important time like this.
What are you saying?
But still, there's definitely no way I can overlook the killer this time.
Huh?
I thought it was suspicious all along, from the very beginning. Investigating with the suspect in mind creates a different result than investigating with no leads.
Wait, Gundam is saying woman is killing you. It's pretty brutal.
What are you trying to say?
Well, thanks to that, I was able to discover a truth that nobody else knows.
Are you serious?
I've been so focused on everybody else this trial. But I guess now's a good time to say it, right?
You'd better not have kept quiet on purpose. This isn't a game, you know.
Actually, this is a game.
Please don't say such controversial statements.
Well, what do you know, Nagito?
Well, it's nothing big, really. Only a small, decisive clue that points to the killer.
The other thing that made me think it wasn't going to be Mikan is that she seemed like one of those characters that's sort of like pivotal to the investigation, like similar to Chiaki, where I don't think Chiaki is ever going to be the killer, because and same with Nagito at this point, because the point that they provide, like the narrative purpose that they have for the trial is really important. Like Mikan is the only system or the only means by which we can get an autopsy to be able to determine like the cause of death or whatever. In the first game, that was being handled by oh my gosh, Kyoko. So like Kyoko was kind of serving a very similar role to, like, Kyoko kind of almost got like split up. Like Kyoko became both Nagito for like the like deep investigative point, where like, and sort of like Chiaki as well, where they're sort of like helpers throughout the investigation, and like the autopsy part got split into Mikan.
That's a huge deal.
A decisive clue. Does something like that really exist?
Let's take a look, shall we? Regarding the rope Ibuki was dangling from, this rope was supplied by the supermarket, right? There weren't any ropes inside the music venue.
Again with the supermarket? That place is a hotspot for criminal goods.
If they got it at the supermarket, that means it was brand new, right?
What's wrong with that?
I want you to take a close look at this rope. And keep in mind that it's brand new. Near the middle of the rope, it's frayed, as if it was rubbed strongly. But why is it like this? The loop Ibuki used to hang herself is on one end of the rope, and the part of the rope that hung from the baton lighting is on the other end.
Hey, you're taking too long. What's wrong with the rope being frayed?
It means, well, from what I can infer, I think the rope was used like this. The killer wrapped the rope around Ibuki's neck, pulled both ends at full strength, and strangled her. The center of the rope is frayed because that's the part they used to strangle Ibuki.
I've been listening to you for a while, and it sounds like you knew about this rope clue all along.
I think it was used like this, for some bondage.
What exactly did you say to me during the investigation?
So this rope won't be much of a clue. Then I might as well search another place.
Not everyone cooperates at a class trial. Those who lie and conceal the truth will obviously be here too. Just like this case's killer. I was just copying them a little bit.
More importantly, what was all that about the rope? The killer strangled Ibuki. And then?
Which Mikan definitely wouldn't have been able to do.
I finished speaking.
You effing rat, Nagito.
How is that a decisive clue?
Huh? You didn't notice it? I thought I made the decisive clue very clear.
Nagito's words contain a decisive clue? Then it must have been Nekomaru then. It was either Nekomaru or Akane. Those are the only two folks who I think have the physical strength to choke somebody out. Is that really true? I suppose Ibuki isn't exactly fighting back in this situation.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma
And there's
file
so much noise, bro.
It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
The fact is the decisive proof that will lead to the killer. Is that true?
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
Scrap of thick paper.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different.
Hmm.
They would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was...
Yeah, let me look at the rope. There was no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. That seems incorrect now.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Yeah, I don't think any of this stuff would be relevant. I was stuck to the baton lighting.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Music venue curtain, that doesn't have any relevance, I don't think.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
The surveillance camera unit doesn't have any relevance, I don't think. And then the AC temperature. I just don't know.
That's basically the same thing.
Nothing about this would contradict that.
Similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
There's nothing that would contradict the scars looking different.
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Okay, I mean, I'm kind of just guessing. I'm gonna like die from like lack of health here, to be honest with you.
She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same. Though hanging and the scars they leave would look scars.
But we believed it was... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Okay, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm gonna die from lack of health though. Oh, so do you not recover health in this game?
Basically,
I feel like you did in the original one.
Scars.
But we believed it was... Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie? The body at the crime scene was hanged. Obviously, we'd assume...
The Monokuma file, it never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
I did equip, yeah, I have 2 of the skills equipped, but none of them are relevant to like the truth bullets section. I don't know.
Die from hanging.
Music venue curtain. How would any of this relate? She was strangled.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Why would that be? Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously,
Heal whenever you enter focus mode. Interesting. I don't even know how you get, like, there's so many skills, but I don't get how you're supposed to get them.
Specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This is tough. I don't think there's anything that can contradict that, the strangled piece.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look
There's just nothing that would contradict this, the looks different piece.
You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging.
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Someone's lie.
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
Oh, you're right. I did forget about that, actually.
Complicates this too. It never specified.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
I did forget about that ability to use people's words, but I can't use agreements.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Okay.
Though hanging and straight, the scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at
Why
the
is there
crime scene
so
was
much
hanged.
noise, dude?
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
He was strangled.
Though hanging and strangling seems the scars they leave.
That doesn't
would look
contradict
different
this.
too. Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Nope. All right. I honestly don't know. I'm gonna have to restart this one.
This is mine. We will never give up.
And I think I've been doing pretty good on these trials, but this one, I don't know. This specific part is messing me up. I don't know. Like it's definitely something to do with the strangles, right? Or maybe it's maybe it's
She was strangled to death.
maybe it's the scars looking different.
Seem similar. The scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know. Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
No.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
I mean, I guess like why would I be agreeing with that? It never specified. That doesn't mean anything.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too. Scars?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
Okay. It's got maybe it's the first one. I don't know, man.
Ibuki didn't die. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, the scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean
But we believed it was. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
Dude, what is this one? Holy shiz, I'm actually getting frustrated. I don't know. I have no idea.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging. She was strangled to death.
That's basically the same.
though hanging and straight, the scars they leave would look different too. Scars? You mean the rope burn?
But we believed it was from a hanging. Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
The body at the crime scene was hanged, you know.
No? What?
Crap!
I don't know, man. I'm completely lost. I'm just brute forcing at this point. I have no idea.
Basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seems the scars they leave.
I would also take a hint, by the way, if anybody has a hint, so I don't have to brute force this. I do feel bad brute forcing it, but I genuinely have no idea. Yeah, I would love a hint, Riley. I genuinely have no idea.
Did we fall for someone's lie?
I genuinely have no idea. I'm completely lost as to how to... Don't tell me the answers. Don't tell me the answer. Just give me a hint, and I should probably be able to figure it out from there. What you have right now is the right one. Rope used for hanging, you mean?
Obviously, we'd assume it was a hanging.
The Monokuma file complicates this too. It never specified hanging or strangulation.
Whoever misunderstood is to blame.
Ibuki didn't die from hanging.
The rope used for hanging is the right one, Riley?
Strangled to death.
That's basically the same thing.
Though hanging and strangling seem similar, they're very different. The scars they leave would look different too.
Yes? Okay.
Scars? You mean the rope burn, right?
But we believed it was...
So rope used for hanging. What? So this just says the rope used for hanging. According to Mikon, there was no doubt that the cause of Ibuki's death was her hanging herself with this rope. Oh, I guess that's it, huh?
Why would that be?
Did we fall for someone's lie?
I suppose that would be it, huh? Okay, my problem is that I was processing. I don't know. I'm trying to think of.
This whole time.
I was trying to. Okay, here's my problem. Here's the problem. I was trying to think of Mikon not being the killer, so I wasn't even considering that possibility.
You said Ibuki hanged herself, but that was a complete lie, wasn't it, Mikon?
That is... well...
You told us the wrong cause of death. You lied, didn't you?
Accept it? No.
You should have been able to tell the difference between hanging and strangling just by looking.
Yeah, they killed Mammy.
The ultimate nurse.
Please wait! First of all, I'm not a coroner, so I don't have the medical knowledge to identify injuries like that. That's why it's not my fault if I made a mistake.
You were right. And you have been a great help to us so far.
But even a drunk medical student can notice the difference between a hanging and strangulation.
I'm not taking her side or anything, but being clumsy and unskilled in this area could lead to a mistake.
He's totally right. I'm such a clumsy mess, and I got so careless.
Mikon nursed me till I got better. There's no way I'm gonna doubt her.
Don't you think her devotion to nursing is what helped her draw Ibuki to her death?
Huh?
And if not, her symptoms were still very serious and caused her to believe what anybody told her. It wouldn't surprise me if she willingly followed Mikon because she was nursing her.
So Mikon volunteered to nurse us? Cause she was planning to do this all along?
That's a little... Aren't you like the thief who suspects everyone else of being thieves?
I'm not a criminal. Mikon is. I mean, she's a killer, you know.
You've got it all wrong. Please forgive me.
I'm sorry, but there's no way I can forgive you. I just can't forgive this crime at all.
Forgiveness or not, we still have not decided if Mikon is the killer.
I see. You guys are kind. Well, if that's the choice everyone makes, then the only thing I can do is back off, I guess. But is that really okay? Is that everyone's hope?
You're friggin' annoying! If you keep talking, I'm seriously gonna beat you up!
But I'm really not the killer.
Yeah. Man, this is so tough. This is so tough to accept. I really like Mikon.
There's no way. I'm capable of killing someone.
Is that really true?
Stop it already! That's enough!
I can't stop. I don't want to do this either. Of course I don't want to do this. But I need to do this.
You doubt your friends?
That's not it. I suspect them because I want to believe them.
What the hell does that mean?
You still hate her? Well, that would make sense if she's actually the person who killed Hiyoko.
I don't think belief and doubt are necessarily opposites.
Huh?
I do doubt her, but I still want to believe her. Belief lies at the heart of that conflict. 'Cause if there's no room for doubt, then there's no reason to believe, is there?
Don't say deep stuff. I don't really get it.
If you want to believe in someone, you need to overcome doubt first. Belief without doubt is simply a lie.
Fine. Do whatever you want. I won't stop you anymore.
Huh? Is that all you can say? Ah, so in the end, you're all just a bunch of bullies, huh? Justifying your actions with fancy words. Making excuses for why it's not really your fault. Everyone always treats me like that. Always. It's all her fault. She's the one with the problem. I'm done with that. You hear me? I'm done.
Hey, Mikan.
It's not fair. It's not fair. 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 Why won't you forgive me? If you did something wrong, you'd forgive yourself right away. What did I do? Why won't anybody forgive me?
Is acting like this your strategy now? This is annoying. Plus, to be honest, I've run out of ideas. How can we get you to admit it? That's the issue.
If we don't have any clues, why don't we have her give us some?
Huh?
I'm the same as Hajime. I don't want to doubt any of my friends. But still, the truth is one of us murdered two of our friends. That's why we gotta stick with this until the very end, so we can finally break these chains of despair.
Chiaki.
Hey Mikan, can I ask you one last thing? If you're not the killer, then who fabricated that video Hajime watched?
Like I said, it obviously wasn't me.
Can you prove it?
Prove it? Wait. Do you have any proof that I'm the one who fabricated that video? That's right! Show me your proof! Because you're just assuming the video was filmed at the conference room. Treating me like a killer based on an assumption. Just because I was at the hospital. That's totally crazy! I didn't do anything wrong! Why does everybody always hate me? Please, just forgive me already!
Is this broad really okay? Emotionally
Are you just noticing that now for you, Hiko? She's got some serious personality problems for sure.
I'm not the killer! The video! I never filmed that video!
But the
Huh?
only one who can find the hole in her argument is you, Hajime. So, I'm going to leave this to you once again.
Could it be? Was this Chiaki's goal all along? She's saying everyone's fate depends on me, the only person who saw that video.
You get to decide I'm the killer! Where's your proof? Please, forgive me already!
To make up my mind, I'm the one who has to do it. I'm the one who's going to finish this.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Hmm.
Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
Blood on the
Can't think of anybody else other
souls.
than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Hmm. Be transparent. Mikon's account. Hmm.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention
Ah,
and
this
listen
is
well.
tough, bro. This is something got really hard.
One who can point out the killer's mistake.
All the freaking noise is also making my life really difficult. I don't have to kill it or destroy it.
Who could have filmed that video?
Man, this got really hard all of a sudden.
Is the hemp bag on her head the proof?
And bag on her head.
The hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video?
Hold on, I need to close something. I keep getting notification sounds. Close that. Be gone. They're pretty similar.
Just from that dim candlelight?
There's no way you'd be able to make out
It's
her
from
body
that dim candlelight.
So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Is the killer's mistake the blood on the souls?
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
No, that's not it.
Damn it!
Rope used for hanging.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Surveillance camera unit. Man, why did this get so hard all of a sudden? I feel like this is like very suddenly like super difficult.
Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown?
I mean, it's not that. Not the body type for sure.
no way you'd be able to make
Dim
out her
candlelight. That's also not. I feel like that's not it either.
Forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I feel like it's not any of the actual truth bullets here. Mikan's account doesn't prove anything.
Think of anybody else other than you.
AC temperature doesn't prove anything. The surveillance camera unit.
Is the handbag on her head the proof?
The scrap of thick paper doesn't prove anything.
Gown she was wearing.
The motel room key doesn't prove anything.
The hospital slippers she had on.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Yeah, just tell me, is it one of my truth bullets, or is it me copying the mistake
Just from that camera angle?
at the end and then using that on one of the other points?
Candlelight?
It's an absorb? Okay.
Her body type. So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Killer's mistake, though. What is the killer's mistake?
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof?
Let me see something. Let me look at the... I still don't know, though, even with this.
Could you tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle? Just from that dim candlelight? There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type! So please forgive me already!
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
The killer's mistake. Let me grab some water really quick. I'm gonna be right back. Right, I'm back. Only Hajime would know.
We can't think of anybody else.
So it's got to be something to do with their effing encounter in the bedroom.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had on?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Camera angle.
Just from that
I don't see how
dim
that's relevant. The dim candlelight also is irrelevant.
her body type. So please forgive me already!
Hajime, you're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed it.
Is the hemp bag on her head
The hemp bag on her head doesn't feel like the proof. Hospital gown doesn't seem suspicious.
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
The slippers maybe with the blood, but I don't see how that would prove that it was her.
Body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown.
No.
Damn it!
Only Hajime would know. Now I gotta go all the way back to the end to copy the absorb thing.
Is the hemp bag on the hospital gown?
It is copying the statement at the end, right?
Ibuki and Mikan
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type and just from that camera, just from that dim cat. There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forget. Hajime, pay close attention and listen.
You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake.
Ah, this is so tough. It only has like one more run through and then it's over.
We can't think of anybody else other than you who could have filmed that video.
Huh? Do you have any proof? Is the hemp bag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown she was wearing suspicious?
Is that it? I mean, there's one thing that I remember being sort of relevant. I don't remember it. It's not a piece of evidence that I got. You can run their bag for free. Yeah, I mean, there's something with the hospital gowns, but again, I'm not sure how that proves anything. I'm trying to remember what Akane said about the hospital gowns. Akane had mentioned something about the hospital gowns. She found them comfy, so she wanted more. But it's not a piece of evidence that came, like, it's not on my truth bullets or anything, so I can't review it. You get another bag for free when you purchase it. But I have no proof that she's the one who purchased it. I'm just not getting how any of the I'm not seeing how any of this is a mistake. Reread the surveillance one. My music's still going on in the background. Oops, shoot. Profiles, stream, please. Boop. Having random case relevant words in a random order and see if that sparks your brain. Mikan video, groan, gown, Hajime, lie, bag, blood, time, location. This is very helpful. Thank you. Reread the video that Hajime saw at the hospital. It shows a person dressed in a hospital gown wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. Double murder, hospital curtain. Wearing a hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder towards a noose. What? I don't see how there's any contradictions in there. I mean, obviously, like, if we, I guess, are we now assuming that? Are we assuming that I guess we're assuming that the murder was a strangulation now. So this obviously doesn't make any sense. But how does this prove that she's the one who filmed the video? Wearing hemp bag on their head as they willingly climb a stepladder toward a noose. Yeah, give me another hint. My brain's not, I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm just being stupid with this case or if like this case is really more obtuse than the other ones, but I'm really not processing the flaw here. So if somebody can give me another hint, I would appreciate it. I really don't know what's going on with this one. First sentence is all you need. The video that Hajime's trial is notoriously out there as far as what's going on. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital. The first sentence is all you need. The video that Hajime saw at the hospital? What? What? This trial is notoriously out there. Hajime? You get it? I don't get it still. It took you this long? You played this game! Hajime saw. Hajime. What? What do you mean?
Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have different body types.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown? Just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Jimmy.
Dim candlelight?
I'm cooked now. I'm gonna die again, but I'm gonna get an F for this one. I think so. I think I am.
Hajime, pay close attention and listen well.
Time's up. Chiaki, please help me, bro. Just brute force it. Only Hajime, remember? What do you mean? What do you mean, only Hajime? What do you mean, only Hajime, remember?
Think of anybody else who could have filmed. Do you have any proof? Is the handbag on her head?
He's the one who saw the video. Yes. He is the one who saw the video.
Hospital slippers she had.
Ibuki and Mikan clearly have.
Is that really your proof? You could tell her body type under the hospital gown just from that video? Just from that camera angle?
Mikan says something that contradicts that.
There's no way you'd be able to make out her body type. So please forgive me already! Hajime, pay close attention and listen well. You're the only one who can point out the killer's mistake. I'm not the killer!
We can't think of anybody who could have filmed that.
Do you have Is the handbag on her head the proof? Is the hospital gown? Or could it be the hospital slippers she had?
Ibuki and Mikan clearly.
Is that really your? You could tell her body type under the just from that camera angle.
I'll shoot
Okay.
through that contradiction.
I have no idea.
Mikan, you've committed a major mistake.
I don't know. I know you said that. I just decided, you know, I think it's something in the latter half here because nothing in the first half seems like it's relevant at all. How would she know the camera angle? Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point. Huh. From that camera angle. I guess I see the argument there, but you can also, like, obviously there's a camera angle.
As I said before many times, I'm the only one who saw that video.
What's wrong with that?
I suppose it does imply she has some knowledge of the video.
But I angle as if you saw that video yourself.
I suppose that's a good point. No, that's good. That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Is because you're the person who actually filmed that video. Is that right?
Is that right?
Reward. The more desperately you argue, the deeper you dig yourself into a hole. You lied, didn't you?
You serious? Is it true, Mikon? Did you...
Forgive me! Huh? I was wrong. Wrong. No, that's not it at all.
That's not it?
I mean, it's impossible.
Impossible?
You know that hemp bag Ibuki was wearing when she died? Try remembering the tote bag instead. Ding! I totally remember now.
What the heck's wrong with her? She's getting weirder by the minute.
That tote bag. Isn't it the same one that girl was wearing in the video?
How did you know so much about that video?
Who cares about that? More importantly, did you know that bag is a limited item that was sold at the movie theater? Hajime saw it too, didn't you? You remember the Usami decal on it, right? Whoopsie! Don't worry about it. I remember even if you don't. Ta-da! There's no mistake that tote bag is a limited item.
Okay, but you get an extra one.
So don't you think it's impossible? Using one tote bag in both the conference room and the music venue at the same time?
Okay, did the first game do this as well, where like the characters, I'm trying to remember, where the characters just like became like totally different characters once they got caught? Did the first game do this too? Because I feel like every situation so far, every murder so far has ended in like... Okay, I just got two very different answers. Not really. They definitely did that. But I feel like every case so far has been like this. Where like Celeste, yeah. But like every case has been like, actually, I'm like secretly evil. I guess Peko is just pretending.
It's blatantly obvious that that's impossible, don't you think? That's why that video isn't fabricated, and I'm not the killer. So you'll forgive me, right?
Taking your stubbornness this far. Such despair.
Then you're gonna forgive me? I won't stop until you forgive me!
Long time no see. Well, not really. It's time for the third Panic Talk action, PTA. This is probably going to be my last job during a class trial. Please humor me while I tinge your ears one last time. Starting from this PTA, the reload and ammo features no! will be added. You will no longer be able to make do with just the left mouse button. Below the tempo marker is the lower portion of the screen. The number of bullets are displayed. From this point on, you'll need one bullet to destroy one remark. When you're out of bullets, you won't be able to destroy the remarks, no matter how much you mash the left mouse button. You will be able to refresh your bullets by pressing the tab key to reload. Just like locking on, press the tab key in time with the tempo marker. The controls are the same as the left mouse button. Match the tempo marker either by pressing the tab key. The number of bullets refreshed is based on how well you kept the tempo. Okay. If you get the timing wrong when you press the tab key, bullets will not be refreshed, so please be careful. Also, your ammo will be completely refreshed and it will not run out during fever time. If your difficulty level is set to gentle, you do not need to reload. I guess this was a pretty useless explanation, even though it was the last one. That should be all the explanations for the class trials. The rest is up to you to overcome. You should be able to find it beyond this point. What you and I both yearn for. True despair. Well then, good luck and have fun!
Explaining it until you forgive me! That bag is a limited item! That's why that crying is impossible for anyone to
Toko
pull off.
changed mid-trial. I feel like Peko didn't really. Maybe I'm just noticing it more in this game. I don't know. But yeah, Peko was a fake one. when in truth she actually had like a deeper personality.
This chick, has she lost it for good?
Will you forgive me? You'll forgive me, right? Isn't that right? You're obviously gonna forgive me, right?
Yes, sir, we're not getting anywhere. I gotta do something and end this. I gotta do something so I can make her admit it.
You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Why only me? Please, draw on me. Can you forgive me already? Forgive me! Forgive me! Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. You're done for! Forgive me! Forgive me! Why only me? You still haven't forgiven me? I'll do anything you want. Please, draw on me. There's only one bag. It's impossible.
Bonus theater prize. Whoops. Wait. I combined Thea and Tur on accident.
There's only
Bonus theater prize.
We'll use it in 2 places at the same time. Please, draw on me. Do you understand? Can you forgive me already? I'll do anything you want. Can you forgive me already? There's only one
What?
bag.
Bonus theater prize.
Same time.
What? Am I crazy? Am I spelling it? What am I doing wrong here? Bonus. Is it theater prize bonus? Instead of bonus theater prize? It's theater bonus prize?
Please, draw on me.
Okay, I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like that is one where like, I think it's reasonable for it to be any option you provide.
You still haven't forgiven me. There's only one bag.
Theater bonus prize.
This is the end.
Okay. Like, bonus theater prize is also a perfectly viable sentence. Also, theater prize... yeah.
It's early.
Work well with so many combos. Yeah. Bone on the meat kind of situation. Yeah, bone on the meat would also work. Yeah. You mean kind meat on the situation bone? When you buy one bag, you get another one free. It's a common practice to bait customers with bonus prizes.
Whoever bought that bag should have received another one as a bonus prize. Which means it's not impossible to use that bag in 2 separate places. So please, just stop making desperate excuses.
Why? Why can't you forgive me? Why?
So, like I mentioned, I really didn't think Mikam was going to die because of her kind of pivotal role in the trials. But I do like that they kind of twisted that. Like, I wouldn't have expected her to be it. And that's why it was so hard for me to accept it. And part of why it was so hard for me to accept it. But because it's like a twist on what you would expect. It's like Kyoko being a murderer in one of them. It's like you don't expect that. You know, you wouldn't think that would be the case. And it wasn't. But it's the same kind of concept.
Why does everybody always hate me? You should just forgive me already!
Mikon, it's already over. After I go over your crime from the beginning and show that you have no arguments left, please just admit it already. In the end, at least let me believe in you.
A nurse being so important, adding valuable information. Yeah, exactly. It's hard to think about that. The ripped piece on the baton lighting. The killer ripped off the music venues. After I particular my comic book, it's over for you. Bow, bow, bow. It's not actually showing the situation from the beginning. That's not relevant. They see that. Rip it off and then put the glue on. No, not there. Okay, I guess that's this. Okay, my bad. And then they put the glue on here. This is a really short comic, actually. Okay. They take off the bag, they leave, and then they smash the camera. Okay, that was extremely easy.
The key to this incident is the surveillance camera video that only I saw.
Was it that easy because of the skill that I equipped?
That's why I'm going to start with that to unravel the knots of this crime.
They also didn't like bother to go back to the beginning.
I noticed a specific thing in the lobby.
Like, why did they not cover like Hiyoko dying? They kind of just skip over that whole, and they didn't even cover them dying at all.
Ahead of the scheduled time.
They just skip to the point where they're already dead, which I think that's kind of a strange choice.
What appeared on screen was a person wearing a hospital gown and a bag on their head about to hang themselves right at that moment. That surveillance camera unit was designed for two-way communication with the hospital and the music video. That's why I thought the signal originated from the music video. So I immediately headed over.
Hajime's talent being non-fiction manga creator.
But that was the killer's trap. In truth, that video was recorded in a different place. The killer brought the music venue camera the night before and made their preparations in advance. And then, they filmed that video in the hospital conference room. By doing so, they tried to make me think the incident was happening in real time.
There are still a couple of like pieces here that I think aren't properly explained. So, piece number one. Why weren't there any bloody? I guess she was dragged around, but why does Ibuki have Hiyoko's blood on her feet and didn't spread it around anywhere? Was she just standing in one spot the whole time? And if she got the blood on her feet, how would she not have gotten it on the rest of her body when she was choked out and killed? Second piece, we made this whole argument about there only being one stepladder, but there's a stepladder being used in this video and also a stepladder being used in the music venue, which also has blood on it for some reason. So how are there two different stepladders when we've established that there's only one stepladder? And the stepladder was there when I got there, so clearly the stepladder wasn't brought from this filming location to the music venue.
Already been committed by that point. The person in the footage wearing the bag was actually the killer acting as a fake.
Begun as fast as F.
I didn't know that, so I went to the music venue and found the hanged body wearing a bag on its head. Seeing the body before me, I panicked and rushed out of there to get the rest of you guys. But that was also part of the killer's trap. After cleaning the conference room, the killer was likely watching the music video from outside. And, as if they were switching places with me, they went inside the music video and began working on their last trick. First, the killer peeled off the wallpaper covering one of the stage pillars, revealing Hiyoko's body. When I first arrived and saw the hanged body, I didn't notice anything strange about that pillar. I didn't expect it to be slightly larger from the wallpaper, or have Hiyoko's body hidden inside. Next, the killer destroyed the surveillance camera that was used in the conference room. After destroying it, they mixed it with what was left of the surveillance monitor found at the crime scene. The surveillance camera the killer used was originally brought from the music video, but when they brought it, they made sure to destroy its monitor beforehand. They wanted to hide the fact that the camera wasn't at the crime scene. In the end, the killer transformed the crime scene into a closed room.
I do really like this piece about it being transformed into a closed room, especially with the fake like drumstick.
From the storage room and placed it near the music
That I
venue.
think is quite clever.
However, they did this to mislead us into believing that the music venue was locked from the inside. In actuality, the reason the music venue became a closed room was because of the glue. The killer sealed the door with glue and intentionally created a closed room that could be forced open. With that, the killer finished tampering with the crime scene and met up with Fuyuhiko.
What I will say though is the freaking the glue being strong enough to make access into the building difficult, and it drying fast enough that within the span of like 10 minutes it becomes that difficult is pretty hard. It's pretty crazy.
They helped us force open the music venue door, despite the fact that they personally sealed it. They made us discover not just Ibuki's body, but Hyoko's suddenly present body as well. At the time, they pretended to be surprised, but inside, they were probably relieved that their plan worked out.
Crazy work.
Isn't that right, Mikon? This crime was orchestrated by you, wasn't it?
Whoa, now she's laughing?
It's been such a long time. This feeling, I know it well. Like the floor is collapsing, like the sky is falling down upon you. This feeling of despair!
Mikon, what has happened to you?
Yeah, I liked her better like before this. I don't like her too much anymore, but you freaks probably like her a lot. Oh, I'm gonna get an F on this one, bro. I only got a B? I heard, that's like better than the last one, wasn't it? I like her more before this because of spoiler reasons. What?
It seems your arguments have reached a conclusion. So let's proceed to our regularly scheduled voting time.
Don't kill her if I need her.
Now then, please pull the lever in front of you and cast your vote.
The only thing that I could think of here that I think could be kind of interesting, maybe if they reveal it later, is this being her despair disease. But they all got cured, I thought, right? That's kind of what I was thinking it was going to be, was that she was inflicted by despair, her despair disease, and it made her into like the opposite of what she was, which was, you know, very kind and demure and very lacking in self-confidence and very very self-detrimental, right? Self-critical. And the opposite of that would be her being intensely like arrogant and cruel and harmful to other people. So that was what I was thinking might have led her to commit the murder, would be her despair, right?
Who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Let's go!
Yeah, exactly. Like her, it effectively wouldn't have even been her doing it. But by the rules of the game, that would technically be true. Well, now then, though it may be obvious at this point, you got it right once again. That's like 3 in a row. That's right. The true identity of the horrifying blackened who killed 2 girls was Mikon Sumiki.
Damn it.
gotta be shitting me. Are you saying Mikan, the one who nursed us back to health, is the one who killed them? Don't joke around with me, Mikan. Did you lie to us all along? Were you planning to kill them for the start when you were nursing them? Don't just laugh, say something. This is going nowhere. This chick.
Hey.
This is nothing like Peko. She's actually gone mental. There's nothing we can do. She's no longer the same person. She's no longer the Mikan Sumiki we knew. Huh? Based on my predictions, she might have caught it too. She probably had the despair disease, which was the motive for this case. Oh, I was right.
What?
Mikan too, you say? I know, because I was looking at Mikan for so long. She was the one taking care of me after all. My consciousness kept drifting, but even so, when I did catch a glimpse of her, her expression was full of despair. A despair so devoid of hope that not even a single fragment of it remained. Hold on. Did you say Mikan also had the despair disease? Then that means she was...
What?
Huh? Hajime, has something crossed your mind? Oh God, dude. Okay, I do love the little hints that they drop, the foreshadowing that they drop, that I would never think of being weird. I love that shiz. I know it's not. It's something that like all mysteries do, right? All good mysteries do. So it's not like this game is like unique in doing that, but oh, dude, I love it. I love that shiz, dude. I love those like subtle, those extremely subtle pieces of foreshadowing. That's right. Mikan felt really hot at that time. Now that I think about it, that must have been a fever. Just like what Ibuki and Akane had.
It cannot be.
Then, because of that disease, Mikan was...
Perhaps.
The symptoms that she surely felt must have been deserving of the name despair disease. Losing all hope and harboring despair for all hope. Because of the despair disease, she was likely overcome with despair.
See?
That's the reason why she can still laugh in such a hopeless situation. Okay, scratch what I was complaining about. I mean, again, like you say, Peko's was fake anyway. It was like a fake transformation. And then did Teruteru really even do that? I'm trying to think. I mean, he's like his mask slipped, right? His mask of what's the word I'm looking for here? Yeah, he was coding himself to be like more fancy than he really was, or quote unquote fancy. He was trying to present himself as like high class and bourgeois, right? So he really didn't have that happen either. I guess I was just frustrated with the personality changes happening in every single one, because I felt that didn't happen in the first one as much. Again, there was the, of course, situation with Celeste. And then, what's her name? Teko? Why am I forgetting her name? She just had two personalities. So her like personality was like literally swapping. But I feel like otherwise characters remain pretty consistent even in the face of like them committing murders. They were just Mondo just like committed the murder because he was defending himself, right? Like they weren't like acting in like really crazy ways, but I'm fine with it now because, you know, okay, she had the despair disease. That crossed my mind, but I didn't think she had it. But which means the Mikan standing before us is no longer the ultimate nurse. She's a completely different person now that she's infected by the despair disease. I also didn't think she would still have it because everybody else got cured.
Isn't that right?
She's a human who deserves to be called the ultimate despair. Ultimate despair? That's the reason why. I cannot forgive this. I mean, killing someone for the sake of despair instead of for the sake of hope. There's no way I can forgive that.
Oh?
For the sake of despair? That's completely wrong.
Huh?
Wrong? What's wrong? What I did
Was for
for the sake of...
my beloved.
Okay. It was shown that its effects were lingering. That's true, but not that much, though. Who are you talking about? Only they were still alive. They'd be so happy. I know.
My beloved was the only one. That's right. The only one who never hated me. They forgave my existence. They forgave me and accepted me.
Alright, the spoiler reason you were talking about, Riley, wouldn't happen to be related to her having a beloved who's also a freak, would it?
They gave me value. They loved me. I loved them with all my heart, and they returned it in full. This is my reciprocation.
I understand that I've done something unforgivable, but you know, to transcend all that is truly what love is all about.
Hey,
I don't understand what you're saying. You don't understand? Is it because you don't have anyone to love? Me, the beloved, should have been me! Is it because you're also someone who isn't accepted by anyone? What a pity. I feel sorry for you.
Well,
Even if I say this, I'm sure nobody here would understand, but love is a wonderful thing. This feeling of freedom where you no longer care about anything. My beloved and I are the only ones within that thin veil, and I'm just looking out through it. That's why, as long as I'm on the inside, no matter how much they tease me, splash me with water, kick me, it's like nothing matters. I could just die. That's how little it matters. Who cares about hope or despair? It's love. Only love.
could it be?
Nagito, is this really the despair disease you were talking about?
this is...
Seems that I was wrong. Not only was she affected by despair, you were half right. It's right to say that this is all thanks to that disease. Because thanks to that disease, I was able to remember my beloved. Remember? Apparently that's what my symptom was. What a wonderful symptom. Okay. Okay, theory time. Theory time now. I'm thinking, what if her beloved was freaking, why can't I remember her name right now? You know, main villain from the first game. Why can't I remember her name right now? Bruh. Junko, thank you. Yes, Junko. What if though? What if she was the one who orchestrated all of this? You know what I'm saying? Which means you had the remembering disease? But if this means she remembered something and ended up like this, are you saying you were like this from the start? Were you like this before you even came to this island? Like, why was Byakuya here? That's a great question. I have no idea about that part. Don't get so angry. Well, first of all, the reason I became like this wasn't my fault. It was all your fault, you know? Because it's not like I'm entirely responsible for turning out like this. I'm the person I am today because of many human relationships. So it's everybody's fault that I turned out like this, you see? Even so, the current me was most strongly influenced by my beloved's existence. And it was also my beloved who created the me that everyone can't forgive. But my beloved still forgives me and still accepts me. That is the key difference between all of you and my beloved. Like I said, who the fuck are you talking about? You saying this is Mikan? She's the real Mikan? Which means, like, okay, to extend my theory a little bit, I'm thinking this is what she was like before Hope's Academy. Like the person that she was, that we saw, was what she was like before Hope's Peak. And so her personality, because she lost her memories at Hope's Peak, it almost kind of like reverted her back to the time before she was at Hope's Peak. So this was what she was like before she attended the school. She met somebody at the school, her beloved, that modified her personality to an extent that turned her into a very cruel person. And we also saw the game, right? The game also described her time. And at the time in the school, she was also similar. Like she also seemed to be like quite shy and demure. But we also know that she was pretending to be like that throughout all this time between the murder and now. So she could have just been acting the role at the time that we saw in the game. If this takes place or is canon after DR1, why wouldn't Byakuya know Monokuma? Well, if his memories were erased, then he wouldn't remember. You ended up like this all because you remembered? There's no way I can believe that! There's no way the person you are right now is the real Mikon. Oh, you still doubt me? Then, to prove I remember, I'll tell you all something nice. It's about that World Ender organization that you all were worrying about.
You serious?
You know? Not know. I just remembered, that's all. I knew about it all along. How that horrifying organization known as World Ender. It's also the organization known as the Future Foundation. Future Foundation? Future. That's right. That symbol on the ancient ruins door. That's right. It was the Japanese word for future. Just what is this Future Foundation? What are they planning? As the name suggests, that organization is the World Ender. The Future Foundation is trying to end our world. To put it simply, they're trying to claim the world for themselves.
This is bad.
What the heck? This isn't a comic book, you know. As part of their plan to end the world, the Future Foundation brought us to this island. Isn't that right, Monomi? Huh? I knew it! Monomi, Monokuma, they're both members of that crazy organization, aren't they? Monomi and I aren't members. I am Monokuma! My existence is entirely my own!
Hey.
Don't laugh. Hey, Mikon, if you really do remember, then you already know, right? You know the identity of the traitor hiding among us. Of course I know that. Let's see. The Future Foundation lackey that's hiding among you all is... Oh, well, no one really cares about that, don't you think? Hell no! You'll find out eventually, so there's no need to be so impatient. Probably when that countdown ends. Countdown? You even know about that? I don't know anything. Huh? I have a feeling that that's what it is, but who cares about that, you know? I'm drowning in so much love. From the bottom of my heart, I just don't care about anyone or anything. Mikon, is this really you? I won't believe it. I was the right voice. There's no way I can believe you were like this all along. Because if that's true, then who's the person we've been spending time with up until now? The past. The past? That person, she didn't exist in the beginning. She's just my past self who lost her school memories. You guys considered that thing a friend. That doesn't make me happy at all. It just fills me with despair. You guys accepted my past self, but not my present self. That's... Well, that applies to you all as well. Memories of people, memories of events, whatever memory it is, losing memories are like losing your personal identity. Memory is the most important component in building a person, don't you think? Losing our memories makes us shadows of the past. don't you think?
Hey,
I don't know what you're trying to say, but in the end, it always leads back to that story. That story about our stolen school lives.
hey, hey!
So, it was true all along. Our memories were taken away.
Damn it!
If it wasn't true, we wouldn't be suffering this much. Well, why don't you just take your sweet time and remember at your own pace? Oh, Monokuma! Is it alright for you to start now?
Yes, indeed.
Punishment time! Damn it. Why? Mikon, why does it have to end like this? This is too pointless. This is too much.
Now then,
Now then!
a very special punishment.
For the ultimate nurse, Mikon Sumiki!
So it's over. It's really. Now I can go to my beloved, who always forgives me.
Yeah, implying that she's already dead, too.
Finally see them. Please forgive me, the one who's going to die with the hope of finally seeing you.
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
No, don't take her away! I'll fix her! I'll fix her, I promise! Bye-bye, ouchies. What? What is happening right now? Oh my gosh, they couldn't even not give her a panty shot for one scene, bro. I freaking love that emoji. It's finished. Is it really finished? Holy shit, there's not that many people left right now. There's what? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? That's crazy. Killer who killed Ibuki Miura and Hyoka Saionji was Mikan Sumiki. She's been executed. She apparently committed her crime because she was afflicted by the despair disease. So what? What's finished? Nobody wanted it to end this way. See, she's like a tragic character though. Right? Because like, yes, the despair disease just made her remember who she really was, like with her current memories. But she seems like for sure a product of her environment, right? An environment that just treated her like absolute garbage. And then someone, it's okay, you know what? I'm gonna be so honest with you. It's honestly so like all for one core. Like he finds somebody who is completely just beaten down with nobody caring for them, nobody reaching out a hand, and says, I will reach out a hand to you. I will give you support. I will give you hope. I will give you a foundation. And maybe that foundation is going to make you into an evil, awful individual who wants to spread misery and pain and destruction to everybody else. But at least I'll still be there for you.
Let me ask.
Who was that Mikon from earlier? Was that her true form? Or is that itself a symptom of the despair disease? It doesn't matter either way. If she ended up like that just from remembering, then all along, Mikon was never worth being a symbol of hope. Even if her words were influenced by the despair disease, if the disease turned her into that, if she lost herself to a simple disease, she was definitely unworthy of being a symbol of hope. So let's just move on. Come on, let's not take this despair and change it into hope. That is impossible. I mean, I thought we were friends this whole time, but even so... Like a house of cards collapsing in an instant. In the end, our friend, we thought we knew, ended up showing us a completely different side of herself. Most consider that the worst execution in all the games. Just know it's all uphill from here. Like worst execution insofar as like what even is happening? Like, or do you mean like worst execution as insofar as like this is the most painful execution that could have happened? And she vanished from our sight, leaving behind only her malice toward us. Both thematically and in terms of her fear factor and spectacle. Like, it's just like, it's kind of a nothing burger. Is that what you mean? And now, there's no way we can just move on or try to have a clear-cut attitude about these feelings. That's clearly impossible.
Damn it!
It would have been so much easier if she was the traitor, too.
Wrong.
Too bad! That's not the case. Mikan was not the traitor!
On.
The traitor is still alive! As proof, see how fine Monami looks right now! Not fine at all! But if the traitor died, you wouldn't be this calm, right? I mean, you're both pawns of the Future Foundation, so you guys are like two hearts beating as one, right? What does that make you, fiend? You did say that you're different from Monami. Who cares about who I am? More important, I'm tired! The drama just kept going and going. I didn't even have time to eat my black bean right eye. My black bean right eye during the break. Your right eye is made out of black beans? Wait, now's not the time to focus on that. What are you trying to say?
Hey.
You know, isn't it sad that life has its ups and downs? It's fun because downs come after ups. But if life was full of downs, wouldn't it get boring? So, in order to help you guys feel better, I've prepared a special event. Special event? Head over to the First Island's beach. An old friend will be waiting there. Old friends? Could it be Nekomaru?
Hey.
Is it? It is, isn't it? Nekomaru was safe after all? Safe? How should I say this? I knew it. That crazy bastard Nekomaru would come back to us in one piece. Awesome. We're starting to see the light of hope. Is implying that speaking in a way that pronounces words properly like a micro-racism? It depends. I am happy Nekomaru is returning to us, but I...
So just as
3 of our friends just died, so I honestly cannot be happy. Sonia. However, even so, I am still happy. If Nekomaru is safe, I am truly happy. And thanks for stopping by, Objection. Yeah, thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Thank you for the hints and the help as well. If you are happy, you should honestly greet him with open arms. Perhaps those who have been taken from us would do the same if they still lived. Would that mean making fun of Emmy for pronouncing things weird as a micro-racism? You guys are problematic. Am I racist against Brooklyn? I don't think that it would be racism. It's more like that would be more like it depends. Like it depends on the specific thing you're targeting. Like there's a lot of like African American vernacular English things that like people might consider like improper. You're gonna be macro racist. Like that are like improper and like I don't know what you call it, like high English or whatever like the I don't know, the standard like academic English might be, but they're not improper. They're just a different English vernacular. So claiming that those things are like mispronunciations or like grammatical inaccuracies are only true if you are considering academic English to be like the bar that you're trying to reach, right? But if you're just trying to communicate, there's nothing wrong with what's being said, right? If I make fun of one person's pronunciations, it's cultural assimilation because I'm socially pressuring them to fit my perceived norm to prevent my annoyance and confusion. That is true. That is true. It is cultural in this case. Hey, Supreme Overlord of who gives a shit. That line doesn't suit you at all. Silence. I shall crush you into dust. Ibuki, Hiyoko, Mikan, can you hear us? You are unhappy. I apologize. However, please forgive me for right now. I want to warmly welcome Nekomaru when he returns to us. You don't have to worry, Sonia. I'm sure your feelings are reaching them.
Right?
Let's all go greet Nekomaru. Let's make it grand, even for those who have died. No, I thought they were done with this. Do I still have the after effects of that disease? I don't get this at all. Kane. Alrighty then, let's go! Yeah, you're right. Nekomaru's coming back. When we heard that, we were unable to contain our excitement as we jumped into the elevator. Man, they just ran off without listening to what I had to say. Jeez, they're so impatient. Didn't they learn to stick around until others have finished talking? What does that mean? You're plotting something again, aren't you? No. I'm not plotting anything. I was just trying to properly explain everything to them, including Nekomaru's body. Huh? Nekomaru's body? It's their fault for not sticking around until I finish talking. So if something happens because of that, I bear no responsibility. What did you do to Nekomaru?
What's this?
What did I do? I just saved him, that's all. I mean, if I didn't do that, there's no way I could have saved someone who was that close to death. So I just couldn't be helped. As soon as we exited the elevator, we started running. Hurry! To the beach on the first island!
Right.
Let's haul ass! Where in the world is Nekomaru? Hey, Nekomaru, show yourself! We had come to pick you up. Please hurry up and come out of hiding. We raised our voices. We looked around the area. We raised our voices again. We looked around the area again.
Hey!
What the hell, man? He's nowhere to be found.
Damn it!
Could it be? Did we get false information from Monokuma again? And that's when it happened. We heard a familiar voice echo throughout the beach.
What happened? Were y'all looking for me?
Could it be?
That voice! With high hopes in our hearts, we turned toward the direction of the voice. And then, we saw something truly unbelievable. It's gonna be like a Monokuma body, isn't it?
Huh? What the?
Yo! I've kept you waiting. Hey, what's going on? Perhaps you don't remember my face since we haven't seen each other in a while. That's pretty sad, you know? That's too much!
Who are you?
Huh? You too? What's going on? If you're messing with me, I'll stop doing it to you.
What is it? Bro, are you having sex? Are you doing the nasty?
Haven't you noticed it yourself?
What do you mean, noticed? Oh, you mean this body? This is nothing!
Oh!
The name's Nekomaru Nidai! I've been reborn in the rivers of hell!
Robotic buff man, you'd have 2 nickels? Bruh. Oh, Moshiroi. All right, with that chapter finished, I think we're going to end it off for today here. I'm just going to look see if there's any art. Surviving students. Down to 9, brother. I mean, did Nekomaru really survive, though? I don't know. Thanks. Sorry that I struggle with some of those puzzles so much. I don't know why some of them were so hard this time around, but they really some of the class trial stuff really stumped me this time. Like, deeply stumped me. This game's hard sometimes. Okay, yeah. I always just feel kind of stupid for some reason whenever I struggle with this game. I think because like everybody watching it has already played this game and so knows all the answers. And so like, I feel like, I don't know. I just feel like I get like self-conscious about it. I'm like, oh man, everyone knows what's going on. They think I'm dumb. Okay, this is a good meme. This is a good meme. Remember the story beats, not the answers. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. But like, even though like even if you do remember the answers, like I'm sure that there was a struggle the first time people went through this game as well. Oh, Amy, it's time for your favorite mini game. Yes, dear. W. Yeah, why does Monokuma have a ring on? Did I do that to him? Did I put a ring on it? Is that me? Is that my ring? Euphium. Explain. Mistake! What is this, what is this, a trial? Mistake! I can prove it! Their name is Yuffie! No, that's wrong! Their name is Yuffie! Alright, let's go ahead and raid into Sova. They're playing some Dead by Daylight right now. They're a good friend of mine. Let's give them some love here, folks. Let's go ahead and raid Sova Novik. We're gonna go ahead and end the stream off here, though. Thank you, folks, for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I really appreciate it. I'll be back tomorrow with a little bit more Night in the Woods. I'm probably getting fairly close to finishing that game, right? Probably not going to finish it next stream, but maybe stream after that. Maybe I will finish it next stream. Who knows? Who knows, really? But thank you for being here. Thank you for hanging out. I'm looking forward to more Danganronpa next week, and I might maybe sneak in a stream sometime else later this week. I know I said I'd do that last week and didn't do it. So don't trust me. I'm a liar. I'm a dirty little liar. Dirty little liar guy. Dirty, never trust me. But I'll try to sneak in a stream later this week. Maybe playing, I don't know what I'm going to be playing. Maybe some Pokemon. I'm kind of in like a Pokemon streak right now. Lots of Pokemon in my life at the moment. Maybe play some Heart Gold or Soul Silver or something. That could be fun. All right, folks. I will catch you all again later. Good night. Goodbye. Thank you for being here. Good night. Goodbye.